dog. This nigga fucking barely green that bitch. Are we serious, my nigga? That's why I don't play random rec, bro. This shit is dumb as fuck. Niggas is ass. Niggas is weird. Oh, that's you. Oh. Give it to this weird ass nigga. Yeah, I should just stay the proving grounds. That shit crazy. That shit just start the proving grounds, bro. I don't do this rec shit, bro. Random Rex is ass. Every time I play, I might as well just stick to playing random proving grounds. These niggas is have a better chance of being decent on my team. Jesus Christ, bro. Chat. Guess who's back? Like he never left. Listen, I know it's been a minute. I know shit's been a little tricky this month, but I'm glad to say we are back on our regularly scheduled programming. We're back on our bullshittery, our fuckery. While we wait on Mars, we're back on our rants. Pre-show rants, nigga. Pre-vibe rants. And I'm not gonna hold you. I was on Twitter today, and for whatever reason I seen Cardi B and Offset going at it. And I seen Cardi B basically allude to the fact that her and Takeoff was fucking around before he died. And let me just say, can't trust them. Can't trust these women, man. Can't trust these women, man. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That's supposed to be your man. She said, and I quote, R.I.P. to the realest nigga in the group. Man, I'ma miss them nights. Ooh, I'll be punching the air. I'll go piss on that nigga grave right now. On my mama, nigga. I'll go piss on his grave right now. Why would you take that up on him? Yeah, I would go piss on that nigga grave right now. Fuck the bullshit. Niggas was already on bad terms, and they come to find out you fucking my wife. Yeah, gang. I'll catch a case. Desecrating a dead body. Cause I'm digging that nigga up and I'm putting him on a tree somewhere. No cap, hanging him like an ornament, like a wind chime. Cause that's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's crazy. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's some of the most disrespectful shit. And the thing is, she says this and you can't do nothing about it. Y'all divorced and this nigga dead. You can't even say nothing to him. The nigga dead. What are you gonna say? What you gonna do for real? You gotta fight her. You gotta fight her. Like at that point, you gotta go Blueface Krishan Rock. There's no other option for real. It's Blueface Krishan Rock activities. Because that's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. I'm gonna miss them nights. Plural, my nigga. I'm gonna miss them nights. The realest nigga in the group. I'm gonna miss them nights. Nigga was whack. Now I don't even think the kids is yours. Now them kids ain't yours. The kids ain't mine. This love was never real. Our marriage was a sham. And you was cheating. That's the crazy part. Offset was already cheating. And at that point, it's justified. Now I'm gonna justify for the fact you couldn't even sleep with a random nigga. Like at least Offset, it ain't like Offset slept with her sister. Like it wasn't like Offset slept with one of her peoples. Offset was just, being a nigga. Offset was, doing dirt outside of the circle. This bitch was in the circle with it. Man, come on, bro. I just can't. I just couldn't be. It couldn't be me, gang. I'll crash out. I'll cry. I'll real life cry, bro. Real life cry. My girl hit me with a. Yeah, see, and this is why I miss B-Souls. I miss those nights. Nigga, I'm crashing out. What? Yeah, I miss Mars. I miss them nights. Like, bitch, you had to sleep with the niggas I work with? You couldn't even arrange them? Like, oh, yeah. I was just saying he slept with her sister. Oh, damn, never mind. Wait, let me shut up. See, this is why I stay out of Hollywood, man. I don't get no activities. Them niggas is Them niggas are crazy. That nigga slept with his sister, with her sister, and she slept with his. I forgot what Takeoff was to him. Was that the cousin or the nephew? Which one? Which one was the relation? I forgot. Regardless, niggas sleep with each other. Family, y'all ain't love each other for real. That's an industry ass marriage, and we been knew that, but it's just confirmed with that. Like y'all ain't love each other. You sleeping with family for real. While y'all together, it's crazy. And don't get me wrong, I broke up with a bit, and was so hurt. I was like, shit, with your sister on, like, that's different. But while y'all are legally married and together, sharing a home, sharing a bed, and you try to hit the sister, well, you did hit the sister, and she hit your man's. Like, just break up or fight. What's better in that situation? Is fighting not better in that situation? Like, be real. Is fighting not better in that situation? Quavo and Takeoff or Uncle and Net or Uncle and Few. Yeah. So which one's his cousin? Is Takeoff and Offset cousins or is Takeoff and Quavo cousins? Because I know Takeoff is one of them's cousins. I know Offset is cousins with one nigga. That's just a weird dynamic. I thought that was a weird dynamic going into it. Back in the day when Versace came out, I think it's a weird dynamic now. What y'all niggas talking about? Hey, ranting until Mars gets here. Y'all know me. Just like usual, Ron is taking long with the super chats, even after a whole weekend of kicking it and oh my god, under the basket, crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The show started while I was in a rec game, and I did not feel like quitting, so I started the show while I was playing 2K. This time, I am actively playing 2K. I'm letting y'all know. There is no question, no if, ands, or buts about it. I am 100% on 2K right now while I'm doing the show, at least for right now. And before anybody says anything, no, I still ain't spent none of my money on 2K, so I have not gone back on my word. Just so y'all know. I still ain't spent a dime of my money on this bitch. Yeah, and I see a nigga ask how's 2K going. I mean, for me, I ain't gonna lie, for my what I call my build, Big Al Sanders, Al Jefferson mixed with Larry Sanders. Hey, Big Al Sanders is having a great debut on 2K right now. I'm a quality big. You feel me? I'm a quality big. Gold ranked on Proving Ground 5v5s. Was a crimson tag, but my man sold me crazy, so I'm back to gold. True gold, not the fake gold, because there's two different gold ones. Fake gold plate, and then there's true gold plate. I'm a true gold plate. Close to get my red plate back. What am I averaging? I'm averaging 13 points, 18 boards in the rec. Got like a 58 win percentage in the rec. I got like a 80-something win percentage of Proving Ground, 70 win percentage of Proving Ground. So, yeah. Out here for real. New builds on the way. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Might have to drop some money on new build for my new builds. For my new builds, when I get off my center, I might have to drop my own money on that one because I really want them. But for right now, hey, 2K is a great experience when you playing for free. Free 99, 2K? Free, hey, way less problem. Hey, way less to complain about when you're playing the game for free. I can admit that. But yeah, in terms of how the game actually is, still the same issues. Well, I haven't experienced too much latency. Latency is not bad. Do you got a post up bag? I do. Just the build I got right now, the post moves ain't where they need to be, where I wanted them to be when I originally made the build, because I kind of tweaked it. But the post is there. I still get busy in the low post, but when I make this next build, my 6'10", when I make this 6'10", it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And my Lonzo build, I make a Lonzo point guard every year. My new Lonzo point guard, pure Lonzo too. Not like last 2 years I made a Ben Ball. So I made Lonzo and Ben Simmons. This time there is no Ben in my game. It's straight ball. Pause. Straight ball. So I'm definitely enjoying my guard. No cap. Upgraded camera alert. Same camera, different angle. Same camera, different angle, gang. It's funny. Every time I do a new angle with my camera, nigga swear it's a new camera. Nah, same camera I had before I had all the technical difficulties and wasn't able to really be on open gym like I wanted to be. Oh my God, it's open shot. Good shot. Hey, chat. What if I told y'all Mars has purposely been avoiding playing 2K with me because he don't fuck with me for real? What if I told you that? Like Mars, genuinely, like I've hit Mars up a plethora of times to run, and nigga said, "Nah, fuck you, American," and then just kept it pushing. Nah, I'm good, and he just kept it pushing and just ran with a bunch of other niggas. Me and Mars have not ran 2K yet this year. I thought it was my guy for real. I thought he was my guy, my co-host type shit. You don't even want to run 2K with me. It's crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work, man. Then he said, I do the same. Adam West, why do I feel like you are trash at 2K? I'm seeing a Majin Buu poster. No, that's Rick and Morty. That's a Rick and Morty poster, gang. I don't got a DBZ poster. I don't think I got any anime. No, I got I lied. I got a Afro Samurai one. I got an Afro Samurai. Oh, I got a Itachi, and yeah, I think those are the only anime ones I got. I think it's just quitting out the game. Might as well get stomped on. But yeah, other than that, a lot of rap. Got a superhero one. A lot of music. Shit like that. And my Bel Air jersey that I can't fit. Got it off Temu. It ain't big nigga friendly, so I just hung it up. Type shit. What does he say? I only half court shots. Oh my God, you're a sellout. Let me ask, how does my mic sound? Is my mic low? You forgot how he did the last nigga? Hey, listen, man. What him and Dub had going on had nothing to do with me. But let me get some niggas up here. I should send this link out to them now. Yeah. Y'all just hearing me ramble and talk about nothing. Let me get this link out here. Pause. Sorry. Trying not to sell. My teammates is trying to cuss me out. Oh. Damn. Now, when you getting Sparkling Zero, I plan to, yeah. I definitely plan to get Sparkling Zero. And my goal is to beat everybody that I know with Yamcha at least one time. Like, I could have a crazy negative record against niggas, but if I beat a nigga with Yamcha one time, I know I'm that nigga. But that's my goal. I'm trying to get a dub on everybody with Yamcha at least once. That is the goal. And I can't wait to tell y'all about the draft tomorrow. Tomorrow's draft is definitely going to be a real good one. Real good draft coming tomorrow. We'll talk about that at the end of this stream. But yeah, this draft is definitely going to be a fun one. I feel like niggas are really going to enjoy this. The haters going to hate. The haters will hate and bring some people up. People coming in, bring some niggas up.
Yes.
Watch me play.
What's good? What's good, Dom?
Yo.
What up?
What's good?
I know it's been a while, but speaking of haters, Damo. Some guy that was commenting on the structure of Open Gym made a very questionable Twitter post.
Oh boy, come on! Like, all right, man, come on.
Well,
he's talking about Omar.
I know he's talking about Omar. I just don't know what post he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, some people will do anything for likes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you talking about the Diddy oil? Yeah, that nigga had Diddy juice all over him.
And he thought he was finna be funny. Nah, that was.
No, I mean, I think he did his job. To be honest,
I'm not saying it definitely did his job. It was great promo for his video that he dropped on Diddy, which was the point of it. That's what I wasn't getting. A lot of people thought I was trying to defend him doing weird shit. Like, oh, if that was somebody else, you would call it weird. I called him doing it weird. Like the video I did on it, I said it was weird. I just understand it was a promo for his video. People on Twitter was going at it like I said. Again, I'm not going to assume everybody's seen my video or my stream on it, but
they were think pieces.
Literally, it was some. Yeah, niggas were doing think pieces. I seen one woman, like the woman that made me want to react to it and talk about it. That ass said, and I quote, "He's deciding to stand on the side of an abuser and an offender." I was like, "Bitch,
no. He wasn't doing that. I wasn't accusing him of that. It was just, I just thought it was an odd thing.
Can I gender push? Basketball?
Yeah,
sure.
Basketball.
Yeah, so we're talking about next season, this upcoming up season, right? Yeah, I'm a big Charlotte Hornets guy, so I just want to see how everybody feels about I want to see how everybody feels about
what are your expectations?
Come on, you tell that oily ass nigga to quit that out.
Oh, brother.
You ain't like the Diddy juice? You ain't like the Diddy juice,
man? Come on, man. We know what that was. Nah, it did the job though. He up.
Oh, it definitely did the job. It definitely did the job. He got 30% did the job, nigga. He got. Go ahead.
He got the attention he wanted. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? He didn't even get the attention he. Let me not lie for Omar. He definitely got the attention he wanted, in my opinion. I just feel like where people took it was just whack as fuck. Like niggas that I seen him do that, and to see that and be willing to comment but not click the post and see right under it. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. To see so many people have think pieces. Like not even niggas that quote tweeted it. I can understand niggas. You quote tweet something, you won't even look at the replies. I get that. The niggas that commented on it, like, come on, gang. Like, we all know how Twitter works. If you comment on shit, you see the replies.
Nigga, this crazy photo. I just pulled it up.
But at the same time, Damo, when you know you're doing something like that and it's going to cause maybe like a mass attention, you also know the reality that a lot of people do, in fact, on Twitter, look at the post, don't click the link, and comment. That's not something new also on Twitter. Like, all of it is going to come with it
as well.
All of that is going to be.
I'm okay with no. I'm not even tripping about the people that didn't click the link to the video to see the video. I already knew the majority of people weren't going to do that. But people that are commenting that won't even look in the comments to see that he dropped the video on it is crazy. Again, the people dropping think pieces saying he's taking Diddy's side. Oh, he's standing with Diddy. Oh my God, he's taking up for Diddy. Like, nigga, all you had to do was click the tweet. And the fact that he dropped a video on, like, it's a YouTube video promotion. This is not a nigga taking a stand with Diddy and Diddy oil.
Oh, I never thought he was taking a stand. I just personally would never pour baby oil on myself to promote anytime.
Oh yeah, nigga. I seen the video. He didn't He didn't pour the baby oil to promote the video. He poured the baby oil on him for the video. Just after he was done recording, he took the picture. Cause that's what I thought. I thought the nigga just had the baby oil and did all that shit for the picture. And then I watched the video, and this nigga is literally the video is 15 minutes long. For 13 minutes, he is rubbing down baby oil, literally sitting in Diddy juice the entire video while talking.
I still wouldn't do it.
100% I wouldn't do it. But my man boobs, I got man boobs, so I definitely couldn't do it. I couldn't get away with that. But him doing it, A for effort, F for like pride. Because man, oh man, I'm not sitting there rubbing 12 bottles of baby oil on me for the sake of a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, Damo, your mic is coming out. You're like your webcam, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
But back to Charlotte. What are your expectations, Charlotte guy? You asking us?
It is.
The playoffs for sure.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you sound better now. You sound way better.
Okay. Yo, my fault. I was over there talking like that this whole time.
Yeah,
it's been a horrible listening experience. But
playoffs or play-in?
Crazy.
They can get to the playoffs through the play-in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like LaMelo and Brandon Miller, they're as long as they're like, I can't keep talking about this health and LaMelo Ball thing, but like, barring health, him and Brandon Miller should be one of the best duos in the Eastern Conference coming up this season.
So
how good do you think Brandon Miller is?
That's what I'm saying.
Really good.
Depending on how I feel about his defense and the shot making already, like I think Brandon Miller, Tijane, and Mark Williams can actually turn the Hornets.
You believe in him?
Well, not offensively at all, but I do think he can have some type of upside defensively for sure.
Man, that's because he high effort, man. You just believe in the effort.
Hey, man, Josh Green too.
Another just high effort.
Yeah, like if
high
I still do agree that matters on a basketball team, though. Like if you have like those extra rebounds, those extra points you can get off of putbacks, like damn, I sound like Bob right now, kind of. But yeah,
no, you're right. It's just I don't know why you throw him into like the core group.
One of the best duos.
That's a project, man. That's
definitely a project.
Unfortunately, that's the project that we have to deal with. But
You said Brandon and LaMelo would be one of the best duos.
Whoa, okay, so that might have been an over exaggeration, but I can say young duo to make that sound a little bit better.
Let's go through the Eastern Conference and we'll see if we think Charlotte's duo is better than.
Oh man, I'm about to get fried.
No. We can do it.
Let's give him grace. Let's give him grace. Let's give him some grace. They're 100%. They're 100% one of the best young duos in that division. 100%.
Nah, in the division. Wow. But no, let's go through the East and see where we have them. So, are they better than Trae Young and Jalen Johnson?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I do agree with the Jalen Johnson improvement, but I'm higher. I don't know. Trey's better than LaMelo, but I think Brandon Miller is going to be.
I say yes.
You think Brandon Miller is going to be better than Jalen Johnson next year?
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I think
you're projecting a lot of growth.
I think he's going to be a more consistent floor spacer.
100%
off the ball. I think Jalen Johnson's better off the ball though, like all around. So. I guess you can say
way better. Nigga, he gotta be off the ball to catch lobs, nigga. Brandon Miller's a hooper. What are we talking about? Brandon Miller will 150% be better than Jalen Johnson this upcoming season. I can put money on that.
Okay, I
think they'll be in the same realm, but if you lean Brandon Miller, like I would not be mad at you at all. Like,
okay, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Shit.
Give me Charlotte.
We ignoring Domo today. Cool.
The fixed jumper Tatum.
Whoa, ignore me for what?
You come back on nonsense.
You
asked me, am I going to take the duo of 2 2s versus the duo of a 1 and a 2? I'm going to take the 1 and a 2.
Who's the one?
Please respect LaMelo.
2 and a 3.
LaMelo is a 1. Exactly.
No, he's not. No.
Yes, he is.
They actually have 3 2s.
If you don't, on LaMelo's scoring, like for his scoring, what do you not?
Trey's not a 1.
Okay, if you don't think Trey's a 1, then you won't think LaMelo's a 1. That's fine.
I mean,
Killian Hayes and Ben Simmons.
Oh
that's
my lord.
Duo?
Cam Thomas? Hello?
What you want me to say? Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton? Like regardless,
I'm a Nets
regardless,
fan.
you're not gonna pick the Nets. I can say Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton if you want.
I'd rather you say Cam Thomas. I'd rather you say Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson, my guy, or something like
Ben Simmons and Killian Hayes.
I'll take any duo over Ben Simmons.
Charlotte, bro.
Okay. Zach LaVine and Kobe White.
Give me Charlotte, please.
The Bulls. I mean, Kobe White.
I think Charlotte.
Is Zach LaVine going to play for the Bulls today?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'll
take Charlotte. Their GM said that they're trying to win every game. So
holy shit.
We done by December.
Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell.
I'll take Cleveland. Give me Cleveland.
Okay.
Give me Cleveland.
Cade and is it still
Detroit. It don't matter. Cade and it don't matter. Pick one. It's Detroit.
Cade and Asar? Yeah, please give me
Cade and Asar, Cade and Ron Holland, Cade and Jalen Durant, Cade and Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, give me.
As long as you say Cade, I'm taking Detroit. Cade and Tobias. Cade is the best player there.
Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal.
The Pacers.
I guess I'll say the Pacers. I don't.
You guess
it depends on how Pascal plays this season. That's all I'll say.
What do you mean Pascal is so much better? He's way better. Yeah. What?
He's talking about chemistry because he didn't play that well with Tyrese.
You know the.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
It's like Pascal's good in transition. Cool, like they're gonna get in the half court.
End of the season,
the Pacers gave the Celtics the best series. Despite what
Tyrese didn't play.
I mean, I'm taking the Pacers any day of the week.
Yeah, like I'll take the Pacers over the Hornets, but
I need one good
healthy
LaMelo Ball season so we can put him where he rightfully ranks.
Yes.
What do you think?
Jimmy, that is.
I was going to say, so where do you think he? Where do you think he ranks? Like, if he was to be healthy, where would you place him?
I think he would firmly be in at least Halliburton conversation.
He gonna be better than De'Aaron. That's all I know.
Oh, so you think he's top 5?
I think LaMelo Ball is one of the
LaMelo better than De'Aaron.
He is cold.
LaMelo has no chance.
What'd you say?
No, he said LaMelo is better than De'Aaron.
I think LaMelo is gonna be better than De'Aaron. I think
no chance.
Better than Hallie. Like he's gonna be in that range for sure.
No chance.
Oh yeah, I'm not as high on
top 5. You think he's pushing like top 5?
I'm really high on his shooting. Like
he's not even better than Darius Garland.
I don't see.
I like his shooting. I hate his in between game.
Yeah, he needs to work on that floater really badly because
his defense doesn't even try. Like
His defense is better than Halliburton.
Yeah, his way better. Than
I'm talking about more so De'Aaron Fox. To me, it's LaMelo's just attitude towards. I don't know. He just
yeah. I hate this talking.
Wait. What do you mean his attitude towards the game? Because
it's just
bad talking.
He plays very nonchalant-ish.
It's not like, okay, I'll put it this way. The vibe I get.
I don't have a problem with it, but I think that's what he's.
No. What I mean,
like Chino Hills, bro.
What I mean is
because it's easy for him. Crazy.
No. Not because it's easy. It's more so just the vibe I get.
He doesn't take the game seriously.
No, I didn't say that. I just don't think like just the players that go play for the Wizards, just certain organizations. It just feels like they're playing basketball. They're gonna get their stats, but it's not gonna lead to winning basketball.
God.
So, okay.
I disagree. I just think
can you name 5 to 6 playmakers you can project that'll be better than him in the next 2 years?
In the whole NBA?
Playmakers?
Did you say 5 playmakers?
Yeah,
5?
5 or 6.
Oh, that's.
I don't think he'll be top 5.
You got Jokic, Luka, Trey,
right?
LeBron.
Come on, please, bro.
That man LeBron ain't never gonna retire, man. I don't know what to tell you.
In 2 years from now, I think.
You think Jaws is a better playmaker then?
Yes.
I think Jaws a better playmaker. Melo's a better passer. But.
I forgot niggas' definition.
Downhill scoring is
different.
Valuable. Yeah, makes sense.
I think once LaMelo's gonna improve on that. I saw him improving on his finishing a lot this last season. I think they're gonna keep working on that with him. But it's mainly
his game. Okay, I'll put it this way. LaMelo's game just lacks a level of intensity.
Nigga,
I told you, he thinks he plays nonchalant.
Yeah, all right.
He's just flamboyant. He's still flamboyant.
But a point was made though. Like when I said that I think he would be in Halliburton conversations. The question after was, "Oh, so you think he'll be in top 5 conversations?" That's you assuming that I have Halliburton top 5,
right?
I remember you was hating on Halley when we did the tier list. You was trying to get him in the B tier. I remember.
No, it's not hate. It's just fact.
No, I was just saying if he's better than
how many point guards you got over?
Real talk, Tyrese Maxey over.
I got no. I'm not that guy. I've never said that.
Don't make me put up the foot.
I've never said that.
Oh, now
so here's the list. People that are listed at PG. I got SGA, Luka,
in this order.
Steph. No, I'm just naming PGs right now that are better.
That's 3.
I got Trey still better than him. I think John Morant's better than him. I think
Luka
Dame is still better than him.
Hell no.
I think
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson's better than him.
I'll give you that.
De'Aaron Fox is better than him. Yes.
And then this is where you start getting to his tier. This is where his tier is. D Fox, Halliburton, Max, but he's not in top 5 combos. He's top 10. He's in top 10 combos.
Do you think
he's not in top 5 combos?
You named a couple guys that shouldn't be in that tier. Okay.
Because I said, do you think Cade's gonna be better than LaMelo? Because I think LaMelo's absolutely. I don't know about that, man. Like, I think
Cade will be better than De'Aaron.
Dezo, I can't hear you. I think Cade is gonna be so much better in the half court. Like. So much better in the half court than LaMelo. His ability to get to his spots in the mid range.
That makes sense. Okay.
You see Cade as a top 3-point guard at some time?
I'll put this way.
What, a top 3-point guard? I don't know.
No.
Luka gonna be around. Shea gonna be around.
I thought Cade.
That's 2 spots. He gonna fight for thirds, but I don't know.
I don't think he's a point guard, so. I think Cade. No, Cade. I don't think Cade's a point guard.
I don't think Cade's a point. I don't think Cade's
he could be a point guard. I don't know. You guys are super low on his pass accuracy.
Oh yeah, I think he's a point. So
yeah,
I don't think he's a point guard. I think he's a dominant. I think he's a dominant 2 guard.
I agree with you, Damo. He don't even move like a point guard.
What about SGA? Is SGA then a point guard?
Yeah, like what makes me?
I don't think SGA's a point guard either.
He's listed at point guard.
Both of them are like the same thing.
But I'm saying in today's age of basketball, combo guards are just lumped in as point guards now. At a point in time, whether it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you had guys that even if they were scoring guards that could play make, they would still be a 2. Like if they weren't literally at a certain level of, I guess, passing. I don't even want to say playmaking. A certain level of passing, you would have them at the 2 and it was just fine. But in terms of recently, combo guards just get thrown at the 1. If you're a ball dominant guard, you're just going to be the 1, which makes sense. If you're going to have the ball in your hand, you might as well be the point guard.
No, but LeBron had the ball. He's only been listed at PG one time.
But I think Cade is at that level of a passer. I guess
I have to see him with better people around him to have so he has more space, because my issue has been the turnovers. And I understand it's hard for him to get it. Some of the turnover, like again, I've watched Cade. Some of the turnovers he has, it's like, all right, what the fuck do you want him to do?
They're just lazy.
There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. There's no space on the court. It is what it is. Other turnovers that he has happen, I'm like, that's not a turnover from a point guard. That's a turnover from shooting guard.
But I'm not gonna lie, his turnover problems went down towards the end of the year, though.
That's
early on when he was averaging like 5 turnovers. I remember you was on the panel. Me and you were talking about it. It was some crazy. I don't actually know the numbers.
Like 4.4 or something.
But like
it was around Lee leading. It was around Lee leading the turnovers.
But to close the season, like he really cleaned that up a lot. He was only averaging like 3 turnovers.
But I feel like that's repetition of going through the season, learning from his mistakes, watching film, and getting better. Which, of course, if he gets better and better and better, hey, he's the one. He's fine. I'm still on the Cade hype train. I'm still pushing Cade. That's still one of my favorite guards in the league. So hey, if he's a point guard, he's a point guard. I just think it'll be better for him, especially with the way he likes to score and for his game. I feel like it's better for him to just focus on scoring, especially if he's going to be on this Pistons team that's full of terrorists and saboteurs in the front office that aren't going to help him, give him space, give him the actual type of players that'll make his game better as a point guard. I would just want him to worry about getting buckets and getting busy and playing his game.
But I hate that we have this kind of argument when it comes to other players as far as the point guard conversation, because some of the same people make the arguments on, well, when people say, well, is Steph really a point guard? But you'll say, but he's listed at point guard. Just because he doesn't play the position how you deem fit or whatnot doesn't mean he's still not listed at point guard. SGA, whether you think he's a 1 or a 2 or a combo guard, nowadays he's listed at point guard. Luka's listed at point guard. So maybe it's just the evolution of a position.
But again, with those guys, I feel like it's a size thing with a guy like Steph. A guy like Steph, one, the defensive intensity is just not there. Like obviously his defense has gotten better, and he's not just flat out cone on the defensive end of the basketball. But in terms of his size, how big he
reports billions of dollars.
Oh, okay.
What?
Wow.
What the?
Oh, somebody got fat in here. Oh, one of you niggas is fat.
Somebody is a federal government agent, bro.
Hey, this is crazy. That nigga got Diddy caught up. But a guy like Steph, it just wouldn't make sense for him to be a 2, because if you put, what the fuck is your 1 gonna be? Like you put a backcourt of Steph and Gary Payton back there, I guess, my nigga. Like I don't know.
Small back.
That's defense. That's defense Garland.
I like Cade. We're talking about 6'5" guards, 6'6" guards, 6'7" guards, long arms, big bodies. These are guys that can play the 2, play defense. A guy like Luka, that point stands mostly for Shea and Cade.
But you're saying if I put. There is a 1 potentially that you can put as a guy who can say, if they had Drew Holiday, who's 6'5", he can guard 2s, and maybe Steph then doesn't. There are people you can put it in that position. It's rare, fine. But I'm saying there are people you can put.
I feel like we're just filtering it out. Like all these, if you're a guard,
but it's still based on
play
style, though.
I just rank you based on where you're listed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Jayson Tatum's a power forward now. Like,
he's a power forward now. I think he's a 3, but he's listed at power forward.
I'm not gonna hold you. And listen, I can respect and understand niggas going based off of where somebody is listed. That's cool. I base it off of your game and how you play. I've done that. I was doing that back then in the day when I learned about the game of basketball. When I fell in love with the game of basketball, your position was dictated by how you played the game. Now, some niggas were forced to play or forced to do things that was outside of what they did. Some niggas had to be forced to play a certain role for the sake of the team, and we can understand that. We have context, we can understand that. But a nigga like Shea, a nigga like Luka, a nigga like Cade, to me, listen, nigga, you can pass with the best of them. I don't think these niggas are point guards. I really don't. I genuinely think you are a combo guard. You're a shooting guard. Hell, Luka might, if he fucking ate right and stayed out that Dallas barbecue,
Damo, I
he
got a
would be a
question.
small forward. But they're just not ones to me. They're just not.
You don't think Luka's a one?
Yeah, I see where he's coming from. I agree with him. I agree with him.
Is Harden a one?
No, I don't think Harden's a one. Again, I think these are guys, combo guards who are great at playmaking, and that's fine. I'll say this: if as a guard, your best asset is scoring the basketball, no matter how great of a passer or I'll say passer because of how I view playmaking and my definition of playmaking. No matter how good of a passer of the basketball you are, if scoring the basketball is still your number one thing, I think you're a two guard. And maybe that's just a simplistic way to think about it. Maybe that's just the wrong way of thinking about it. And I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. That's just how I look at it. If you're a guy who you can score, you can pass, but passing it, a guy like Reese, his passing is better than his scoring. I think that is a one.
So is Steph Curry a point guard to you then? You're saying things that would make Steph Curry
Steph wouldn't be a point guard.
Steph wouldn't be a point guard to me. I mean, I can understand why you put him at point guard. Again, I get why you need to put him at point guard and why he's playing point guard. I understand that. I don't think he's point guard.
So what's Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook's a two. He came out of college as a two. He was forced to play the one. Russell Westbrook, when we were having the K conversation, Russell's going to be the guy I brought up. And somebody whose career was forced to play the one, so he learned to be a one going out his career. But that's why he's had so many bad turnover issues throughout his career. Because he didn't come in the game.
He's better as a one than a two.
Okay, I don't care about what he's better at. I don't care. Coming out of college, he was a two. He came off the bench at UCLA behind Darren Collins and whoever the fuck they had out at guard. He came off the bench. He came in as a two. He had to learn to be a one. And that's why he had such a bad turnover problem, is because he's learned to be a one while being in the NBA, learned on the job. He's not a traditional one. He's really a two.
So what's your?
I want to hear your top 10 point guards in the league.
Yeah,
I feel like you're gonna end up having TJ McConnell in the top 10.
You think Luka's a better passer than scorer?
I'm the same guy. Like 2 years ago, I was on a whole tirade about Jokic as a point guard. Like that was my thing. I was.
Okay, so let's just go through this, right? Because I feel like logically speaking, Terry Rozier is not a point guard to you, right?
No,
he
can't be.
Jordan Poole is not a point guard.
Hell no, nigga.
Hell no, he's not a point guard.
Emmanuel Quickly is not a point guard.
No.
Tyrese Maxey is not a point guard.
No. I want to say
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs.
No.
Yes, but it's the type of point guard that he is. He's a defensive
point guard.
He the Derek Fisher point guard. That's
yes, he's a Derek Fisher again.
Derek Fisher, yes sir.
Play defense and offense. Keep the ball at his hand.
Drew Holiday, especially Drew Holiday as of now, not young Drew Holiday. Philly Drew is totally different Drew than the Drew we have now. But Drew Holiday now. He would be a point guard because of his defense and where they have him on the court. But if he was to play how young Drew played to this day, I wouldn't say he's a point guard either. I would say he's
What about Marcus Smart?
Damo, do you think
Marcus Smart's he's not a one. No, Marcus Smart is actually a two.
He's a shot chucker.
Jalen Brunson's a two.
Marcus Smart's never been a point
guard.
Jalen Brunson's a power forward. He's more of a power forward than Paolo.
Yeah, low key.
That's 6'3" Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson, I mean, for the sake of consistency, I'm going to say no. But again, like when I was talking about Steph, I can understand and concede why these guys are point guards. A lot of these guys we're naming, the defensive side of the basketball is not their strong suit.
Bro, I feel like point guard now.
It'll be a
hassle. But a lot of these people that we're naming, though, you can't get away with that because they're still majority of the time when they're playing,
they don't guard other point guards anyway.
Exactly, they don't guard point guards anyway. They're guarding. He's guarding. They can't shoot in the corner. He's not guarding the point guard, so it doesn't matter.
They should not guard other point guards, especially in today's NBA.
We agree. That's why.
But that's what I'm saying.
That shouldn't be the reason why you can say I can understand Jalen Brunson. It's like defensively, Jalen Brunson's going to be on the worst offensive player anyway. Defensively, Steph Curry's going to be on the worst offensive player anyway. Defensively, Tyrese Maxey's going to be on a lesser offensive player anyway. So that's not a reason to be like, oh, well, because they're undersized, I can understand them being a point guard because they have to match up with, like, they don't do that. Steph's going to guard a 6'7" wing who can't shoot. Steph's going to guard Isaac Okoro when they play the Cavs. That's what
Exactly.
The whole point of defense. Y'all brought up niggas matchups and who they're guarding. I never mentioned who they were guarding. I'm saying in terms of the scheme of the deep. Damn, fuck me. I guess I wasn't talking. I'm talking about the scheme of your team defense. It wouldn't make sense to take these guys who are bad defenders and put another small guard back there. Now, again, if I was on that, that's what I was trying to elaborate. It's not so much of he has to guard whoever. It's not about who they're guarding. It's about the scheme of the defense. The scheme of your team's defense should not be a guy like Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, also being beside another small guard. Because at that point, if you put a 6'6" guard back there, that's the fucking 2 at that point. They're going to be the 1. If you put a bigger guard next to him, that's going to be the 2. That nigga's basically going to be the 1. So it wouldn't make sense. That's what I mean when I'm saying, when I'm bringing up their defense. It has shit to do with who they're guarding on the court. That's not why I'm saying that.
But you could just have a big. You could just have a big point guard, Tyrese Halliburton.
You can have a big point guard.
That's what, yeah.
Who's
that's what brought up Drew Holiday.
Well, the shooting guard would be Jalen Brunson.
Would be No,
I'm not talking hypothetically. I'm talking about for the Pacers. Who's their shooting guard?
Aaron Nesmith.
I'm not saying what you call it. Aaron Nesmith was Nesmith starting. My fault. Benedict Mather. Well, Nesmith will be in there for defensive purposes.
Wings though.
Nembhard is Nembhard, right? Is it on Nembhard?
Nembhard is off the bench.
Nembhard is he's an off guard. He's off the bench point guard. I thought it was Benedict Mathurin and Buddy Hield at a time, right?
Yeah, Buddy Hield first.
He left.
That was before they got Siakam.
Buddy Hield, and that was for what you call it. That was
Benedict got hurt.
Benedict Mathurin. But if he's not hurt, how big? Benedict Mathurin is not smaller than Reese in my bugging. Benedict's also 6'6", right? 6'5", 6'6".
He's 6'5", but
Benedict about 6'5", 6'6", but he built more.
Yeah, he's definitely still built. He's definitely still a bigger. I'm not gonna say a bigger guard, but he's still a big dude. Yeah, so again, Reese can be a tall point guard. His play style is fit to be a guard, and they also have a more traditional 2 guard next to him. It's not like they have a smaller guy next to him. And the one time they did have a smaller guy next to him who was Buddy Hield. Yeah, Buddy Hield's 6'4", but he's out there to shoot that motherfucking ball. Like that's what he's there for. And their tall guard is playmaking first, and then he'll try to get his own, get a bucket.
I ain't gonna lie, Buddy Hield at the 3 was cooked.
So again, if you're talking about teams with tall guards, always look at who their 2 is. Like,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because,
go ahead.
Because like, for example, when Cade was playing with Killian Hayes, you're not going to tell me Killian Hayes is a 2. You're not going to tell me Kyrie is the 2 to Luka's 1. But there are some players, they're playing with like a traditional. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I think Kyrie is like clearly the 2 in the
yeah, but I mean, depends on how you define the 2. But again, like if he's been a point guard all of his career and he's like 6'2", why should I just change him to like the definition? But to me, the way I look at it is actually a very weird way to look at it. It's inconsistent, I know, but that's how I look at it. Because the shooting guard position throughout NBA history has been thin, I always, if a guy is definable as both, like if I see a combo guard, I always consider them a 2. Because
just to give the position more depth.
Yeah, basically, because if I'm taking like James Harden as a 1, Jerry West as a 1, Allen Iverson as a 1, Shea as a 1, Luka as a 1, like who's left in the shooting guard?
Zach LaVine.
I mean, because here's the thing: if we're going to look at it, if we're going to look at it that way, because if we're going to look at it that way, the way we look at it now, then MJ and Kobe were also point guards because they held the ball more than Derek Fisher.
They would have been today.
They played the point today, but like back in the day, positions were more rigid. Like Derek Fisher was a point guard because he would like.
Yeah, but he was averaging less.
He did a lot of the table setting.
Yeah, he averaged less. He averaged less assists because he wasn't. The way we view the game now is like the guy who initiates offense is usually the guy who gets the assist. But the point guard back then, unless you were like the John Stocktons, the Mark Prices, your job was solely to get everyone to where they need to be,
and then
to initiate the play, run the set. You get the ball to MJ or whatever, and they'll run an action on the side, and then you end up just being a spot. But
okay, MJ and Kobe aside, why is Wade not a point guard then? I mean, he brought the ball up.
I've made the argument that Wade, like pre-LeBron, was the point guard.
So basically,
he's a point guard. Like his first year in the league,
he came into the league. He came into the league as a point guard. Then he ended up having like Daquan Cook in them. So it was like, no, he's not a point guard. And then Mario Chalmers came in. But like for me, he was I could make the argument he was a point guard, but like I've got away from like for me, the way the game is played now, positions just don't really matter.
Yeah, they don't matter at all.
So whatever you're listed as is what I'll call you. So if Steph's listed as a point guard, he's a point guard. James Harden is now listed as a point guard, so I'm just gonna call James Harden a point guard. Historically, I'm gonna call him a 2 guard because historically at his apex he was a 2. So that's how I do it now. But like back in the day when positions like meant more, I'll be like MJ's a 2 guard. Ron Harper was the point guard.
Yeah.
It's
still
but now it's like Jokic is a center. Even
we have Devin Booker point guard now.
To me, it still comes down to
I'm not willing to change.
Still comes down to the other guards.
Or
I get it.
That's just that. It's the same thing when it comes to playmaking and passing. Like, and I
so
see
was
the
OKC's point guard Josh Giddey last year?
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't know what
I'm
Josh
just
Giddey
asking Dom. I'm just asking Dom. Was OKC's point guard Josh Giddey?
I mean, technically, yeah.
I think they listed him at the 3 this year. I think
they listed him at the They listed him at the 2 because Lou Dort was the 3 and J-Dub was the 4. But
he's slower than both of them.
I don't think J-Dub's a 4. But see, again, I don't think J-Dub's a 4. I think that nigga's a
J-Dub
small
is
4.
not a 4. There is no way J-Dub is a 4. No one is going to convince you.
He played before.
It doesn't matter. He's 6'4", like 200 pounds. He's not a 4.
He's 6'5" with a 7'2" wingspan.
Yeah, Draymond is an inch taller and is a center. Flash power forward.
If he's a 4, then I don't want to hear anything about, Will Chamberlain was dominating smaller guys. If he's a 4, this is the smallest tier ever.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Was PJ Tucker a power forward?
No. I mean, he became a power forward when he got older. When he got older, yeah, but when he was younger,
he was still 6'5". He was still 6'5" playing.
How tall is Al Horford?
Al Horford like 6'8", 6'9".
He's
6'9". Al Horford is 6'10". No way.
Nah, he's not 6'10". Like Bam's height. Him and Bam are the same height.
He's 6'9".
Bam's 6'9" though. Like,
is Bam a center or a power forward to you?
To me, no. He's a power forward to me.
What's Cat?
Power forward.
Center.
Huh?
What's DeAndre Ayton? What's DeAndre Ayton?
A bum.
A nothing.
A small
valid.
A small forward.
That's not valid. That's not valid.
A small forward.
Wait, DeAndre not a bum?
No.
Wait. What's Jan Jackson Jr.?
Not DeAndre.
Jan Jackson Jr. is a small forward. I'm not gonna change my opinion.
I say yeah.
Wemby's a shooting guard, right? And Wemby's a shooting guard.
Wemby's a small forward, yeah.
Because it's based on how they it's based on how they play, right?
KD and Giannis.
Yeah, Jayson Tatum's a more of a power forward than Jaren Jackson is. I'll say that.
We're in a league where
Jimmy Tatum guarding the post better.
Tatum, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, J-Dub are all power forwards, but so is Giannis.
Yep.
Yeah, so J-Dub plays the same position as Tim Duncan did. Okay.
Yeah, positions don't mean much to me. If J-Dub can be a power forward, but so can Jason
Tatum,
Tatum,
Mars,
KD, Giannis.
But Mars, check this out though. If next year, if OKC adds an actual power, J-Dub wouldn't be playing the power forward. He's playing the power forward out of necessity. Yeah, he's playing the power forward.
He's a power forward now until he moves down to the 3.
Let my boy get some burn.
Speaking of Damo's point earlier, if Darius Garland was on the Warriors, Steph would not be a point guard. Like Darius Garland would be the point guard.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
That backcourt would be disgusting.
If Steph Curry,
but that's not.
If Steph Curry was Kyrie, if Steph Curry was Kyrie on Dallas, Steph would be a 2, and Luka would be a 1, and then I would happily list Steph Curry as a 2. For me, like the position just doesn't matter to me. It's just wherever you're listed, that's where you play.
Wait. So Mars, let me ask: if Luka and James Harden are sharing the same backcourt, who's the one? Who's the 2?
Luka's the 1. James Harden.
Luka's the 1. Yeah.
Oh wait, are you talking about current James Harden? Are you talking about current James Harden?
Prime Harden.
Oh,
Luka's the 1. James Harden's the 2.
Okay.
That'd be a gross team to watch.
I agree with you.
They ain't winning shit with that defense.
Well, you'll see.
Nigga, your turn, my turn. Nigga, what do you mean, bro?
Step back.
Your turn, my turn.
40 step back jumpers a game. I'm here.
Man, that would be.
Do you think that doesn't have a point guard?
Put Embiid on that team too. Embiid too.
No.
Okay,
Team ISO.
Wait, so then let me ask. Can I also ask if Dame and Steph sharing the backcourt, who's the 1? Who's the 2? And I feel like it's a backcourt.
Dame's the 1. Dame's the 1. Dame's the one.
Yeah. Dame's the one. Steph's the two.
Okay. Shea and Steph.
So even
Shea and Steph. Who's the one? Who's the two?
Shay's the one.
No,
Yes.
Steph's the one. Steph's the one.
No, Shay.
I think Steph's the one. Shay's the two.
Yeah, Steph's gonna.
Okay, I guess I'm just thinking about Steph's movement off the ball.
I was about to ask. So whoever's saying Shay's the one, I might say whoever's saying Shay's the one, then at that point you will value who's the better off-ball player. The better off-ball player will be the two.
Yeah, I'm listing whoever I think is going to have the ball more as the one.
As the one, and that's why Shay's going to be the one. That's why Shay's going to be one for me.
I think I think the way Shea operates, I think he gets the ball a lot, but he doesn't. He can operate off the ball, like you can just like.
And Steph gets the ball less.
He's not gonna run around a million screens, but Shea will get the ball on the wing and then just and then turn.
Okay, so my last one. My last one. Shea and Cade.
Cade would be the one.
Cade is the one. I think.
Cade is the one. Okay.
I think Shea would be the two in most like teams. To be
most
honest.
situations.
Overall.
I used to like subscribe to like Domo's close to Domo's ideology. I was still saying Steph's a one, but I viewed Shea as a two for a long time. Like, I've only recently come off of that. I'm just now wherever you're listed is just.
I mean, didn't he recently? Just
that's why I default to because I don't like to avoid arguments, like senseless arguments and shit like that. Because niggas like to argue down every single thing they don't agree with. So I can concede and be like, hey, listen, wherever you listen as, what you listen as at the end of the day, let's play basketball. But it's just, again, I say I'm done with the 90s, but hey, my age is starting to show as the closer I get to 30 because it's not ideologies. It just won't change from when I grew up playing basketball and just when I learned the game. Like a lot of things I'm able to be like, all right, that's just evolved. But it's certain things it's just like, hey man, I'm not coming down off this hill. Like I watched Ron and fucking Ox go to bat for the shit that they genuinely believe in from old world, and I'm like, yeah, we done with the 90s. I get it. And now I really do get it. Like it's certain thing when it comes to playmaking, my nigga, I'm sorry. Passing, like what we talking about? Your ability to create for your teammates, and get your teammates open. All this scoring gravity and oh my god, your ability to score is creating for man. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're talking like miss me with that shit, gang. I'm sorry, bro. Shut that new ass shit up, man. Hey, check up ball. What are we talking about? Like,
ball up top.
Fact, ball up top. What are we talking about for real?
No, I get it.
And this conversation is why this is why the NBA made the change in the All NBA. I can see why. So
the positionless thing.
Yeah, the positionless.
That makes sense. That's like 10 years overdue, but
they should add a third defensive team.
They should.
And
that is weird that they just need to.
In an era with no defense, you want them to reward more players.
Hey, that's an old head talking point. Please, man. Please.
No,
in the era with Chet and Wemby, AD, Bam, like, come on now. We have.
If they're gonna just keep crediting all the fucking bigs, they do need to create more for the guys that are guarding.
What we need to do is address the conspiracy that the NBA is trying to make Jokic the GOAT. That's what we need to address.
Talk about it. How so?
Because
is he not?
It's like the positionless All NBA thing coincidentally started the moment that Jokic made second team behind him. Coincidentally, when Russell Westbrook led the league, led history in VORP and all of those things for 2017, they changed the formula because it was skewed. But when Jokic has 3 of the top 10 defensive box plus minus seasons in history, they're not going to change the formula. They're just going to let it rock. They ignore the flaws in that system. That's perfectly fine. When Jokic is leading all these advanced stats and having the best single season, when Jokic is having the best single seasons of all time and all of these advanced stats, they think is perfectly fine. They don't change it. When Jokic doesn't make an All NBA team, All NBA first team, they change it because they need to get Jokic on there. I'm just saying, I think it's a bit coincidental that all of these changes just seem to keep happening to benefit.
Don't tell Swiper.
I just find that very, very, very interesting.
Well, the thing is,
now Russell Westbrook and Jokic are teammates. Coincidence? I think not. Come on, man.
What?
Doesn't defensive box plus minus heavily like weigh rebounds or something like that?
Yeah, it does.
It skews a lot of things.
But
it skews for anyone wondering, the 5 best defensive box plus minus seasons. Number 1, Nate McMillan in 1994. Number two, Manute Bol as a rookie in 1986. Number 3, David Robinson, 1992. Number 4, Manute Bol again in his second year. Number 5, Nikola Jokic in 2022. And then number 6, Nikola Jokic in 2023.
Agreed.
And then you find him again at number 9 in 2024. So,
and this is why amalgamation stats should not be used. I've never used PER, never used that shit in the debate, never used Corp. Nah.
I just find it coincidental that when Jokic is near the top of all of these stats, it's perfectly fine. But when Russ was at the top, they had to.
When I say it, I'm a hater. So maybe when you say it, they'll eat it.
Yeah, and everyone knows how good I think Jokic is. I just think it's very interesting how the goalpost seems to have moved when certain things like this happen.
But how many of y'all consider Jokic a volume player?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I need to know what you mean.
Like
What does volume player mean?
No, just in the same realm as like how people thought of Harden and like.
Heliocentric.
Yeah, heliocentric volume. Yeah, heliocentric.
Yeah, he's heliocentric, but he's not ball dominant.
He's not.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I got you.
Everything runs through him, but he doesn't hold the ball.
Yeah, and that's why people. But the thing is, that's why he's so essential, though.
But yeah, can't you just like call like an offensive engine? I think I heard Jayson Tatum say that. Like you just said that.
No, I think people underestimate how much of like it's literally like all of the offense runs through him. Like not like some of the time.
But how do you describe
he's responsible
him?
for
Because Phil would say that centers from the earlier years, the point guard used to run the team's offense through them. But here Jokic is creating the offense. It's not like someone is throwing the ball to Jokic and then he decides.
No, that's exactly what's happening actually.
But that is what's happening. You just
but he can also stand on the half court and create those chances, right?
Well, yeah, he creates offense like out of the post with double teams or at the top or like DHOs.
But he's one of the best half court offense creator also.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, for instance, like. I don't have to rehash it. Never mind. I don't want to sound like a hater. So.
Too late,
too
buddy.
Late.
Too late. I have I'm gonna let y'all kind of let that rock out because I have kind of an unrelated question for Mars.
You can ask it and then I'm gonna read Superchats.
Bet. Because I'm glad he ended on the topic of hating because that's exactly what I'm about to do. I seen the title of the panel was about Derrick Rose retirement. One, who was on the show, and two, what was the sentiments of Derrick Rose's retirement from everybody?
It was me, Ron, Chill, Penn. Swiper came later, but he didn't talk about Derrick Rose. So it was me, Chill, Swiper. No, me, Chill, Penn, and Ron. The sentiments was really it was Ox was there for a little bit too. We spoke about Chill said that Derrick Rose wasn't mentally tough enough, which is why he never came back from his injuries the same way.
I love that OG.
So then we had a discussion about like how mentally tough Derrick Rose was.
Not very.
Where he had to come back from and all of those things. Then Penn started talking about how Derrick Rose wasn't as good as people thought, which is why they were more disappointed in how his career turned out because they held him to a standard that he probably just wasn't.
Shouldn't have been at.
In terms of how good of a player he was, and the fact that he won the MVP probably set people up to expect more when really and truly he probably wasn't that good, and he was one of the worst MVPs in NBA history.
Hey man, 2018 Oladipo over him. Fill it. Go ahead.
Good God.
Then we spoke about some of our favorite memories of Derrick Rose. So the
not that many, but okay.
The Goran Dragic dunk. The 50-point game in Minnesota, the game winner against the Cavs, all of those things. Nice. But how do you want to hate them? Go ahead, get your hate off.
How do I want to? No. How do I want to hate? It's not me. One. It seemed like enough hate was done on my behalf. I'm glad my hate aura was able to distribute amongst.
Yeah, it was quite nasty today. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I love to hear
it. Wasn't great.
I do because his knee cartilage couldn't hold up is nasty.
Yeah, I do not like what's
from. He can't help where he's from. Chicago niggas got bad legs, so that's just a byproduct of Chicago people.
Bad legs, Damo.
Bad legs, knees, ankles, whatever you want to talk. Backs. I mean, do you want to run down the list of Chicago players and talk about the injuries? It's a lot of them. Yeah, I'm not. It's not that I want to hate. It's just, I get on the timeline today. I seen that little trailer he dropped last night, the little clip or whatever. I'm thinking he about to announce the podcast. Yeah, I thought it was I'm like, yeah, he's about to drop a podcast, obviously. I knew the retirement was coming. To me, he's been retired. What did Gilbert Arenas say to Nick Young? You was retired like 3 years ago. You just ain't know it. He's been retired. So that wasn't even shocking. The amount of people that was just like, I forgot how many people really love Derrick Rose until today. Like, how many people was really putting out
PR? People love the what if players. People love the what if players, and that's what I always find weird. Like, if you achieve everything in your career, people find a way to hate on it. But if your career gets cut short before you could theoretically achieve everything, all of a sudden you just get held in the highest regard. If Derrick Rose did everything people projected for him, once he won that MVP 22, he went on to win championships for the Bulls. He went on to win multiple MVPs. He became one of the best point guards ever. He would receive so much more hate than the amount of hate he receives now when he didn't do any of that stuff. And I find that so weird.
No. It is true. Let me tell you why. It's the same thing. No, maybe he wouldn't receive as much hate.
No one speaks negatively of Brandon Roy solely because his career got cut short.
A lot of people speak negatively of Derrick Rose. Though. Like a lot of people.
I mean, that's because
I'm one of the first few people. I don't speak to many people who speak negatively on Derrick Rose.
Right.
Everybody I speak to that like Derrick Rose is from Chicago, apparently. I didn't know there was so many Chicago niggas on the internet that talk basketball.
It's the same. It's the same effect as when a rapper gets killed early. Because you never see. Let's hear him out. This is what I mean. No, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, before a rapper gets washed or does something whack or corny in their career, if they release a great album, a great first two albums, right, then they don't have to live up to the hype or to the promise that they showed from the first two albums. So when they pass or they get injured, quote unquote, everyone loves them and they remember them as they were. It's the same.
No. It is not the same because you're talking about players getting injured. A lot of these guys attempt to come back. We still see people come back from significant injuries and still be great, and that's what even makes us respect them more. A guy like Kevin Durant who come back from
missing the parallels.
You don't respect him.
No, the parallel is the fact that these players that are getting injured come back and still perform. If you're talking about rappers dying, nigga, there's nothing to live up to because they died.
No. What I'm saying, no. Listen to me.
Talk about great. I hate on a nigga still, but Pop Smoke gets talked about great. Like, there's no coming back or getting a second chance.
No, you're proving my point. What I'm saying is, if Kevin Durant experienced a significant drop off from what we knew he was, people would just be like, that's the injury. They wouldn't say anything about his whatever Chill was saying about his mental fortitude. They'd be like, man, this guy could have been X, Y, and Z, and we love him because he could have been that. But he figuratively his upper potential figuratively died when he got injured. That's all I'm saying.
No, you know what? I can see it because then it just get nitpicky because I was prepared to ask. So where's that for DeMarcus Cousins? But that's one player amongst thousands.
But DeMarcus does like
There's a lot of super fans.
I'm a very passionate DeMarcus Cousins hater. I'm a very passionate DeMarcus Cousins hater. I'm fine with that. But the general consensus around DeMarcus Cousins, like,
he's loved.
How much praise DeMarcus Cousins gets for like these what ifs of like what he would be in.
Yeah, he's a what if.
He started his playmaking sense of thing.
That's what I can see. Yeah, that's what I can see.
The Kevin Durant point I think is actually really interesting. Kevin Durant won MVP in 2014, right? That was his fourth scoring title, all of those things. And then the next season he fractured his foot. Yeah. Now imagine, hypothetical world. Kevin Durant fractures his foot and he's just trash. After that, his career's done. He's just not the same guy anymore. The what ifs that would be done for KD, the 25, 26-year-old who won 4 scoring titles, who won an MVP, who'd gone to the finals, averaged 30 against LeBron, even though he had no rings. The what ifs that would be done for KD, they would be saying, if KD ain't get hurt, he would have been better than Larry Bird. He would have been this. He would have been top 10 all time. That's what they would have said. But
They
now
would
KD
say
comes
he
back
would
from
have
that.
been better than LeBron, man. At that time.
KD comes back from that and does everything he's done. He goes to the Warriors, all of that. KD just gets pretty much a lot of it's just slandered. He hasn't done this. He can't do this. Blah blah blah.
He still gets called mentally weak
KD
regardless.
just came back from his fractured foot, a shell of himself. He would be one of the most loved players ever. The Warriors are crazy for KD.
That's why Pistons Blake Griffin gets so much love.
That's what I always find weird.
The DeMarcus one's
It's not
interesting
weird,
because like
when
when
DeMarcus
DeMarcus was playing,
People hate on every great player whose career has been they saw played out, because if there is a very good player in a wrong situation, even then he get lots of praise. That if he would have been in a good situation, if he had a good team, he would have won this title, take this player out and put this player in. But when you see one player career played out in front of your eyes, and he's on those debates, that top 10 debate, top 15 debates, then where he starts getting that hate. I think
people
yes, like Magic Johnson, Yes.
I was gonna say the DeMarcus one's interesting because I was like the narrative when DeMarcus was in Sacramento, a lot of it was like pretty negative, like the technical fouls.
A lot of it was accurate.
A lot and like the technical fouls, the bad defense. And then he went to Pelicans. He played well for a bit and got hurt, and he got way more love after he became a Celtics.
I disagree. I
think it was way more divisive when he was in.
No. When he was in Sacramento, there was definitely comments, and there was definitely a lot of people who did not like his attitude. No one questioned his ability. He was still seen as hands down
on defense.
Again, his
ability
as
a center in the league at that time.
Yeah, as a center in the league at the time, he was He was that's fine. He was still viewed as the best center in the league at that time.
I'm the best bum. Yay!
Yeah, because the best center in a very weak center area.
If niggas want to talk about how weak the center era was, hey, my nigga, cool. Talk about it. I'm just saying at that time, genuinely, niggas praised his abilities. They just hated the fact that this nigga was a fucking head case. They hated the fact that this nigga was a fucking crybaby. They hated the fact that this nigga was such a bad defender. All that. But niggas still praised him way more than they hated on him.
I promise you no better than Marc Gasol, but well.
I'd rather have Marc Gasol on my team.
I'm sorry, I'm never going to be convinced that DeMarcus.
Give me 2016 cat or 17
I
cat.
promise 2016 DeMarcus Cousins isn't better.
Baby cat is crazy.
I promise he's not, but it's cool. I mean, I'm gonna stay on that side on DeMarcus Cousins. I'm never gonna.
Hey, baby cat was putting GOAT talks off that first year, man.
Cat better than DeMarcus Cousins.
So was Baby Benson.
There was a guy saying Eric Dampier was better than Karl Anthony Towns.
Stop.
I mean, respect Dampier.
Not me. That's not me.
Respect Eric Dampier. But
Tyreek.
Oh yeah, Superchats. That's what I was meant to do. Superchats. My fault. Shout out to Arch for gifting 50 memberships, by the way.
Damn.
Who is Arch?
He's somebody.
That's who Arch is, but he gifted that a while ago. We was talking very passionately about like point guards. So
Arch is a very affluent nigga. That's who he is.
But shout out to Arch for gifting 50 memberships. I actually don't know how much that costs, so let me just check.
I gotta lock in with Arch for real.
That's a lot of money. I want to say that's about $300. I want to say it's about $300.
A big bag.
It has to be an NBA player. It'd be funny.
Yeah, so shout out to Arch.
Archie Manning?
Yeah.
Can we guess who that is?
That's a lot of money.
My vote is Nick Smith Jr.
That NIL money, nigga.
So yeah, shout out to him. Yersta said welcome back. Yersta said welcome back, Goat Domo. So Yersta showing you love them.
Arch is Jonte Porter.
Appreciate it.
Alan R said he's trying to cook people with
a pool in Hercule. It's a Dragon Ball reference.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's a Dragon Ball reference.
Okay.
He's trying to cook people with a pool.
I don't know who those people
crazy.
He's talking about what you call it. It was a conversation earlier about Sparkling Zero when I was like, I'm beating niggas with Yamcha.
What's that, water?
A pool is a playable character in the game?
No, it's what you call it. Yeah, didn't they say that have 100 character, like 100 playable characters?
They got all that, man.
They won?
Is that water?
Man, if it ain't 2K, I don't know what he's talking about, man.
Can you fly? Can you fly in
today's game?
Can you fly?
Yeah, can you fly in the game?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, you can fly. Yeah,
it's like the old game.
Except Kid Goku.
Drink More Water said Rose wasn't the only retirement. Shout out to Woj for retiring from breaking news and being one of the GOATs. In other news, ESPN laid off Zach Lowe. Where do you think he signs? My money is on the ringer. Who is Zach Lowe?
a guy with a lot of bad takes.
Let's Google. I don't know these people by name. The only one I know by name is the fat one, Brian Windhorst.
Wait, do we have any Woj haters?
I've seen him.
He's a famous hater.
No, I mess with Woj, bro. Woj is that guy.
Shout out to Zach Lowe. Yeah, I don't know where he's gonna go. I'm not gonna like I pay attention.
Woj dropped the last bomb on himself. That's crazy, bro.
Okay.
Damn.
The Trib one said not early, but right on time prediction. Lakers in 6. Did you hear the news about your starting 5, Doma?
We're so ass.
AD at the 5. You happy about that?
We're so ass.
Why is that in news? That's the starting 5 they had last year, right?
Yeah, but like some people had hoped that AD was gonna be at the 4 this year.
For who?
Who was
I'm about to say,
the 5?
we didn't sign nobody.
Christian Wood when he gets healthy. Exactly.
Imagine believing in Rob Pelinka and Genie Bus.
Next subject, please.
Wait, are we not starting Vando? Are we not starting?
Next.
I guess we're not talking about the Lakers, which I'm perfectly fine with.
Next.
I'm absolutely fine.
Tito El Bandito said, "No way we flexing Dreamville shorts now."
Yo, respect Dreamville.
Whoa.
Yeah, flex.
Nigga, I'm putting on for the fact that should say Charlotte, nigga. I'm putting on for the
I
whole
was gonna
town.
say I barely noticed the Dreamville on the side.
Yeah, that's a different level.
No, it definitely say Dreamville on the side. They're Dreamville shorts, but nigga, it says Charlotte on the nuts, nigga. So get mines out your mouth.
Oh, wow. Kundro said Biggie is in GOAT talks from 2 albums. That's Derrick Rose.
That's not a GOAT season, nigga.
One album will be Derrick Rose. You got 2.
That is not a GOAT season.
Someone said a single.
And then we got 2 super chats. These are pertaining to the WNBA. So
that nigga Ice Ice baby.
DSG Piccolo said, "Did anyone watch the WNBA playoffs last night? Nafisa's a hooper for real. Also, any NBA teams you think will surprise teams next year?" Trey,
I did.
Hey,
you watched the WNBA last night?
Yeah, I did. I streamed it actually.
That best in the world.
Great game.
That disgraceful sport. You really watched it? That's crazy.
Wow.
It's a disgrace.
Not a sport.
Man, I was
the Indiana game was great also. Hell of a game. Came down to the wire.
Caitlin played good last game, Mars.
Caitlin did.
Oh yeah, but I didn't watch, so who cares? As far as I'm concerned, I've only watched her play once. And she was trash, so.
I also didn't watch. I just watched the box score.
Fee scored like 42. I want to say 44.
I think it's the most ever in a playoff.
Yes, the most ever in a playoff game, and she's the first woman to average 40 in a series. In WWE.
Man, 2 game sample size, man. I don't care about no 40 in a series.
Okay, 38 and 42, nigga.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, she averaged 40 for a series. It was 2 games.
We praised MJ when we did it. We praised MJ.
Marseille's winning, y'all.
His was 3 games.
Okay, bro. We got to jump in. We sweep them niggas, bro.
Teams are winning 2-0 and they're calling it a sweep.
No, real time. I was gonna ask you,
just won 2 games.
You think the best in the world conversation is closer than like what people make it to be?
No.
It's clearly not Caitlin Clark. But any NBA teams you think will surprise teams next year? So like,
absolutely.
Good or bad?
Absolutely. The Magic. I think the Magic going to surprise people. I think Cleveland's going to surprise people for how bad they are. I think. The Magic one. I think people are going to be surprised about how good the Magic are because of the leap that Paolo's going to make. He's going to have MVP.
Go ahead and say the Rockets, man. Go ahead and say the Rockets.
They're already good. No one will be surprised.
They're not going to be surprised?
What? Paolo's going to be an MVP caliber player? I think that is going to be a surprise.
Jalen Green
MVP
28 on +6.
Yes, MVP caliber player. Yeah.
Jalen Green.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Yes.
What did you say?
27 on +6.
Jalen Green going to be what?
27 a game on +6. Hey man.
+6.
Who's 27 on +6?
Jalen Green.
+6 what?
No,
Jalen Green been -4 his whole career. What are we talking about?
Next year,
that's the greatest efficiency turnaround of all time, nigga.
That's crazy.
But hot take, I think Portland's gonna be in the play-in. So
stop
it. Portland.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That Klingon PR must be crazy.
I hope you know even Portland's are trying to get Cooper Flag. Like they aren't trying to win. I hope
imagine putting your faith in Scoot it and boot it, bro. Stop.
I think Golden State would be as bad as people think because some people have them outside playing also.
They're not making the playoffs. Nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Warriors are becoming slightly underrated.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I was
why I
gonna
said
say-
because I'm hearing takes like they won't make playing, man.
Nah,
They might not because the West is just. Oh my god. Arch 3 just sent $500 that said nothing.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Who the hell is Arch?
I'm not gonna lie, but he just
how much
paid
money
for a
does
new
he
build.
have?
He just paid
I'm
for
about to
a
say,
new build.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, Arch, appreciate it. I needed that.
He said he's not Nick Smith Jr.
Arch just paid for a new build for sure, but shout out to
It has to be an NBA player.
He's not Nick Smith Jr.
He
That's all I know. My bad.
He ain't have to say, "Hey, Arch, if you want to send another,
Arch,
if you want to send another 500 with your actual message."
You know what? Judging by who the hosts are, Arch is probably Jalen Green.
Nah,
Arch might be Jalen Green.
Arch might be a team.
Last I saw, Josh Christopher was the one Arch, but I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
DSG Piccolo said, "Who's a bigger hater, Domo or Cheryl Swoops? Her hate what she won last."
Hey, get off
Swoops
Auntie Cheryl.
hating is crazy, man. Swoops hating is crazy.
I got Damo.
You think I'm a bigger hater than Cheryl?
Yeah.
Nigga, Cheryl was lying on Twitter. That's kind of crazy.
Cheryl put herself down to 8, nigga. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Cheryl said I wasn't dominant for the sake of saying Caitlin Clark is
That was a
dominant,
crazy
bro.
clip. That was a crazy
I don't know, man. Listen, I would never demean myself in the means to hate on a nigga like Westbrook or Dame. Would I?
Yeah, you would.
So she the Uncle Ruckus. She the Uncle Ruckus of the WNBA.
Okay, let's relax.
Uncle Ruckus is so crazy. Uncle Ruckus. Shout out to Clad for becoming a member. Shout out to Clad.
Big Clad.
But what did I?
Gotta be Archie Manning.
I wanted to say something about it.
It's Nate Archibald.
Yeah, I really forgot what I was gonna say. That's crazy. Oh yeah.
Are you gonna talk about the predictions?
Yeah, that's what. Don't tell me how to host my show.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Warriors. That's why I was on the Warriors. The Warriors. I feel like the Warriors are getting slightly underrated because, like, last year they still won like 45 games ish.
47 type.
It was something like the mid to high 40s.
You give me Steph
and like,
Draymond.
and that's with Draymond's missing all that time of the suspensions and stuff.
I think he missed 20.
Yeah, they won like 2 less games than Dallas.
Like when Draymond is available, and Kuminga
yeah, but
got
the difference between them and Dallas, the difference between them and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, like I just don't. I understand they didn't make the playoffs last year because they lost in the play-in and all of that, and like they were like the 9 or 10 seed or whatever they were. But like when Draymond was available, when Steph was available, when Kuminga got put in the starting lineup and all of those things, the team was really, really good. Like I don't know why that's being ignored as like,
Mars,
oh, they're not
because
that good. Like, the team was good when they were all available and playing.
Because we saw Steph at the end of the year. That's why.
They have things to be a good regular season team. I don't think they have any chance at the playoffs, but as a regular season team, they are pretty good, man.
They're going to be a tough team to beat. Like that's where I'm at. They're not going to win a championship.
But you can say that for like 12 teams in the West, though. That's the problem.
Who finishes higher? Who finishes higher, the Clippers or the Warriors this year?
The Clippers.
I think Warriors, man. I think it's Warriors.
The Warriors.
I'm not very high. I'm not very.
They finish higher than the Clippers.
The Clippers are finishing higher.
Give me regular season James Harden over anybody.
I think they're finishing higher than Clippers and New Orleans, both of them.
I think everybody is undervaluing the fact that them niggas signed KPJ on a discount deal because of the fact he hit that former WNBA player. And that's tough, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's because he's not good at basketball. That's why.
Hey, he's gonna prove you wrong, buddy.
I'm not gonna be watching. So
wait, how long those KPJ Rockets days?
Wasn't he like the most inefficient player in the league?
He also let's not act like he wasn't also playing on that same. Was he not playing on the same AAU Rockets team that Jalen Green was on?
Yeah, and he made it look so bad. He was part of the reason why.
There was no way to make it look good. It was an AAU team.
Listen, man.
Nah, he ain't helped the situation at all.
Yeah, like I saw him shot when Jalen would be open. That was
the niggas bench Sengun. They let Jalen Green just play G League basketball. And now KPJ played G
Hey,
League
to be
basketball.
fair,
Wait, so you're telling me you don't respect Bruno Fernando as a starter? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I don't respect him as a basketball player, let
what
alone
about
a
Steven
starter.
Silas as a head coach?
I didn't like that nigga daddy. I damn sure don't like him.
Yeah,
I don't like
Steven Silas still like
Yeah,
in the
he's
last,
spreading
like,
his
10 years, he's the second
Nigga,
best
Westbrook
Paul
coach.
germs
Silas was
in
ass.
Detroit
Why would
right
I?
now.
Why would his
Who's
son
first?
be any better?
Jim Boylan.
Domo, who do you think will be the top 6 team in the West next season?
Top 6 teams in the West.
Yes, the playoffs team, the locked in playoffs.
Just
Minnesota.
record-wise. Okay.
Minnesota. Oh,
Regular
what
season,
is it?
regular season.
You know, in no order. I'm just talking about the teams I know for a fact that aren't gonna be playing.
Yes, regular season top 6 team.
Okay, cool. Give me Minnesota, Dallas, OKC. Give me Denver, even though it pains me to say that because Westbrook's over there. How many is that? 4?
That's 4.
4, and then give me the Clippers and Lakers.
You got the Clippers over us?
Wow.
I think the Rockets are a 7 seed. Yeah.
Are the Clippers going to be bad?
We're better than
I think
the
the West is gonna be-
Clippers.
I think the West is gonna be super competitive. I think it's gonna be a situation where like
Anyone here buys the Memphis hype? Do you guys
Oh
buy
yeah,
the
Memphis. Oh my
I
god, I
didn't
forgot about Memphis.
We forgot Memphis exists.
What about Phoenix and Sacramento? Where are they?
Phoenix.
I'm not gonna lie. If you miss the playoffs in this Western Conference, I ain't even gonna hold it against you. This West is stacked. This West is way too stacked.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
why. And that's
the
all
9th seed in the West is about to be better than the 4th seed.
The
in
4th seed in the
This
East,
is ridiculous,
bro. And that's all I'm about to say. I think the playoff race this year is going to be so goddamn close. Seeds 5 through 10 is going to be separated between like one game.
Yeah, this is.
Like,
I'm here as a Rockets fan thinking, oh, we might be so much better, and we're going to be an 11th seed again. Like that's
Boston
how
might win
crazy
65
it is.
games.
I mean, when I said it last year, you guys jumped on me.
Well,
we don't care what you said last year, man.
I said it last. I said last year the 11th seed in the West is better than the 4th or 3rd team in the East, and you guys.
That was before I knew Houston was the 11th seed. So
I don't think it would be as competitive as people say, because I think some teams' key player will get injured, and they will fall into the tanking group. Because I think
someone's gonna get so hurt that they're gonna start tanking.
You think it's going to be another John Moran situation? Like a superstar is going to get hurt and that team's going to be taken out of contention?
I think it's happening. It's happening so frequently nowadays. It can happen to any team.
The way the Bulls talking, they better do that.
The only team I can realistically see that happening to is the Clippers and the Pelicans.
But who was that team? You said it just keeps happening. Who was that team in 23? Where they lost in 23? Not 20. Yeah, who was that team in 23? I know in 24 you can say Memphis. Who's the team in 23 where their best player gets hurt, so they turn into a tanky team? Who's that?
Don't think tanking will.
I mean,
I think they get out of the playoffs.
Dallas did tank for life.
Dallas tanked towards the end of the year. And technically, Portland shut down Dame early.
Fair. 22.
Dom, you're hilarious, bro.
You're expecting to remember NBA history is crazy.
No. If the point was it keeps happening,
did the Lakers commit to the tank or would they just crash?
In 22,
we were just trash.
We were just trash.
But we were also hurt though.
Domo, don't you think Cooper Flag would motivate team to do that? If their
team though? Again,
let's say Steph gets hurt. Do you think Golden State try to win or go for Cooper Flag?
I don't think they've been able to try to win with Steph being there. I think niggas would.
Do the Warriors have that pick next year?
I think so.
I think they will have their pick, right?
I can check.
Yeah, please check.
But I don't trust them to make the right pick.
Are you seeing how many games?
I mean, if they get the number 1 pick, they're not going to take anyone but Cooper Flag.
Man, I don't know because they have the number 2 pick.
I don't know. Ace Bailey, man. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Ace Bailey is giving me some of the most major Cam Reddish vibes. I'm getting extremely concerned.
All I know is going into the draft.
I just more athletic though, for sure.
I just knew Star was number 1.
Yeah, they own the first round.
So
yeah.
Hey.
Mars.
I hope Ace Bailey works out, but I'm sorry. Like I'm seeing Cam Reddish, and I don't want to see Cam Reddish.
So let me ask
Harper's coming
if he's actually dominant in college or he's actually a great player in college, will you still get Cam Reddish vibes?
I'd have to watch to see how he's doing it. But right now, as of now, from all I've watched from Ace Bailey, I'm just getting the mate.
Well, no. I'm just saying, hypothetically, say you watch him and he actually looks good. Now, because with Cam Reddish, he was ass in college. Like he regressed.
Yeah, but then everyone just bought into like the 2 flashes where he had like the 30-point game. And
but if Ace genuinely looks good, will you still walk it back, or it's still like, nah, I still got to see it in the post?
I'll walk it back because I really like. This is the thing, right? I really like Ace Bailey. Like I think he's really good. But the last time I thought a wing was this good was Cam Reddish, and I was wrong. So like I don't want to like crown Ace Bailey yet. And then be wrong again. So like I'm getting the way I'm watching him operate and the tough shot making and all of those things. I'm like, I'm seeing Cam Reddish. But if he produces in college, I'm gonna be fine to be like, okay, I believe in him. But right now I'm going with not pessimism, but I'm going with pure safety. And
you know what's funny? Crazy. I have that exact same outlook and feeling, but about VJ.
Damn.
And VJ Edgecombe, and it's strictly, and I mean strictly because that nigga got called trash by Cooper Flag. Like, Cooper Flag, like on the court, like I don't know if niggas seen the clip, but Cooper Flag like told that nigga to his face, yeah, nigga, you're not like that. Ever since then, and then proceeded to dog the nigga. Ever since then, hey, maybe this nigga don't got that dog in him. I don't know. Like,
but I'm not gonna lie, Cooper's just different, though.
Hey, Cooper is different, and you know what? And you know what's crazy? Something I've noticed: them niggas that are different, when they say a nigga's ass, they typically aren't wrong. So the niggas that are different, they can spot different.
All I know,
Luka called D-Book ass, bro.
Hey, all I know is
Luka might have been right, nigga.
Has he been wrong?
Luka might have been right.
Since he said it, everybody love to talk when they up. Since then, nigga, how does it look for Devin Booker?
Them elimination games not looking pretty, bro.
Not looking pretty at all. So much to the point where this nigga gets Bradley Beal and KD, and the team gets worse. I don't know, man. Maybe Luke was on to something. When real dogs call a nigga trash, they typically aren't wrong.
Can we respect those Beal back spasms?
Just so you know, the Suns in the conference finals next year, but guys ain't ready for that conversation.
On what? 2K? On a 2K reset?
Listen, man, they got to get rid of.
I'm not gonna lie, 2K is crazy. You know the Bulls be making like the finals like every year.
Nigga, yeah, bro. We did a sim on Let's Keep It a Buck. One, they dick sucked the hell out of Shea and Ant. Ant put up in the finals
36 a game or something.
He put up 36 to like 40 a game in the finals, shooting like 50, 55, 90. I was like, who the fuck do they think it is? And the very next time I did one, it was Shea. Shea averaged 40 in the fucking finals, 50, 55, 96. Like, what the fuck is going on? But
accurate.
I'm like, yo, these niggas think
that's what Shea's gonna do in the finals next year. Guarantee it.
Bro,
guarantee it.
That nigga in the sim, this nigga Anthony Edwards, he shot 50 from the field, 55 from 3. I was like, that is some crazy shit right there.
Yo, Mars, you saw that Jayson Tatum improved mechanics?
I seen him take one shot. Yeah,
it looked faster.
That
it
hit
looks
is gone.
It looks more
good. What did he improve actually?
Yeah,
I didn't understand anything watching that.
His trainer said
his trainer said as much from his chest when he pushes. He catches it a lot higher too. He doesn't dip as much when he shoots. I think that all matters a lot, like when in game off the dribble shooting. And he's been working on his release with like the catch and shoot. So I think he's probably going to be shooting above 39 or 38, hopefully.
He was 38 this season.
Well, he's always shot the catch and shoot 3 well.
Yeah, he's a good catch and shoot. That's not
it's always been the
speeding up the release for it. I think is important too, though.
I can agree. I think the most important thing for shooting off the dribble is just balance and.
His body control is kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If he's more on balance, I think he'll be all right. Balance.
He looked very stiff last year, and it looked a lot more fluid.
Hey yo,
come on, please.
What? I'm sorry, I forgot what was that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he had to get used to I think he put on like 10 or 15 pounds of muscle over the offseason the year before, and then I think that really he still shot 38% from 3 after doing that. So I think just getting used to that. His off the bounce shooting should be a lot better at least.
I mean, if Jayson Tatum is goes into the upper echelon of shooters in terms of off the bounce and off the catch, that's his avenue to be a top 5.
He's top 5. That is top 5. I would say
that's his avenue to be a top 5.
Yeah, like 2020 Tatum shot making with just on this Tatum right now. Hey man,
He's top 5, nigga.
Because I don't know if this is a hot take, but I genuinely believe Jayson Tatum is better defensively than offensively. And I don't think that's how it should be. But I genuinely believe he's better on defense.
I feel like he's more consistent as well. I can't even be mad at a take like that because he is also.
I think he's more consistent offensively, to be honest. Actually, let me watch that back actually because the last 2 playoffs.
But don't you think that Tatum won't be top 5 just because of the talent in this league?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Who is he going over?
I said it's a hot take. I'm not saying like.
No, I don't think it's a hot take actually.
I do think he's a great defensive player. Don't get me wrong. But I do think his value is still in. In the regular season, he was still like what 27 a night on what around
60% true shooting. He was 60.
I can check his relative efficiency.
That's still elite. That's still elite production.
He was like plus 2,
Jayson Tatum was where the fuck is he?
Wait, real quick, real talk. Can I ask you a question then about Tatum's game? What are his deficiencies on defense to you?
I think nowadays, since he's picked up the weight, I think he's not as great as he used to be on ball. Now that does assist him in being the back line nowadays. They ask him to play a lot of 4 and 5 with Porzingis being out a lot of the time. So it helps him hold up on that. He can still guard wings. The guards, like I said, because the quickness is gone.
The screen navigation's like
the versatility of Tatum defensively is great. Like I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, is he as great as other great offensive players in the league? No, but I think he is like the tier below though.
No,
I still think that value is still more optimal than him.
I think like Devin Booker is still better than him offensively. And Devin Booker is like, is he a top 5 offensive player in the league?
No, not even close.
Yeah, so
okay, but let's go through it, right? I'm gonna go with like the logical ones. I'm not gonna ask about Jordan Poole. Jayson Tatum is better offensively than Jimmy Butler and Bam, right?
Yes.
Is he better than Joel Embiid?
No.
Is he better than Tyrese? Is he better than Tyrese Maxey?
Yes.
No. Yes. He's better offensively than Tyrese.
Yeah.
I have to say yes.
Is he better than Jalen Brunson?
Oh, you just forgot about Paul George? You just gonna forget about Paul George?
Come on,
let's be serious. He's better.
Is he
better than Jalen Brunson?
Yes.
I don't think he's better offensively than Jalen.
He's not as offensively consistent.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just think Jalen Brunson has is.
You don't think the passing and playmaking is close there? To be honest,
I think the passing and playmaking can be relatively close. I think Jalen Brunson.
The scoring is way better though.
Yeah, Jalen isn't terrible at it. He's not.
I think
Jalen's better at getting to his spots too.
But I think JT also draws more attention getting to the rim though, just due to his size.
His finishing at the rim is not good though.
I will say,
I think Jalen Brunson provides more counters downhill.
That is true. He also is more efficient in the. He's more efficient in the mid range.
But here's, I think the difference.
I don't think he's more efficient in the paint. But
I mean, JT finishing each.
For his size though, the gap isn't as big as it should.
Doesn't Tatum finish like 71% at the rim?
Directly at the rim, I think he's actually pretty good. In the paint, out like away. The floaters and stuff. That's where.
I saw him missing layups.
That's where Jalen Brunson
playoffs, like all playoffs.
I just think you're not aware of like how inefficient Jalen Brunson is at the rim.
Oh, okay.
To be fair though, I think Jayson Tatum's a better passer though. Yeah. Like I think that's what gives me.
You think Tatum's a better passer than Jalen Brunson?
Brunson's a better playmaker.
I do too.
I think so.
You think Tatum's a better playmaker?
I'm gonna be honest. I think his reads are just easier. If I'm being honest,
he plays in 5 out all game, so it's like it's gonna be easier.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah, one dude has Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson on his team, so yeah, you do what you want.
But I can see the case. I'd have the Jalen Brunson Tatum conversation. I think I would just pick Brunson.
Yeah, I'm picking Brunson. I'm not.
Yeah, that's where all his value comes from, is on the offensive side. So
Giannis,
I would say he's in that tier. No.
He's a better offensive player than Giannis.
He's better. Okay.
A better offensive player than Giannis? That's crazy.
No,
I'm gonna respect.
We gotta wait for the jumper to come back. Then that's purely come on. I'm with you, but
if the jumper's back,
Honestly, it's not close.
Jayson Tatum in the playoffs had a Giannis.
I'm sorry. I forgot Mars. More skill doesn't always mean better. If the one thing you do is so great and dominant, I forgot, gang. You're right.
He's a better passer than that nigga too.
He's just a better passer. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. More skill doesn't equal better, man. I get it.
Jayson Tatum had that Giannis shot chart in the playoffs anyway in terms of efficiency from all over the court. It was agreed.
That jump shot come back, man. Just chill.
I can see.
Okay, Damian Lillard.
I think Dame is still better. I think
Dame's still better.
God. This is difficult, actually.
No,
I
Dame
don't
is still
think Dame's
better.
ever been better, but I'm
Come on,
biased.
this is like all his value we're talking about.
I'm going to stay quiet as a Tatum fan.
I'm gonna say
Dame is still
Tatum.
better.
I'm gonna say Tatum. I'm gonna
No,
say
I think
Tatum.
Dame's-
I'm gonna be honest. If you're telling me just based on last season, I think Tatum's the better offensive player.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just based
But
on
you're
last
telling me
season.
I don't think last season is indicative of who Dame
Me
is.
I
either,
don't know.
Mars.
I don't think.
Me
I think
Right.
Dame will be closer to his Portland self.
Me
What
either.
I mean, Dame is like 35.
No,
What
but-
if he's not? What if this is who Dame is now? We gonna
Oh, he's
If this is
revisit
who
this.
Dame is, then I'm fine saying Jayson Tatum. If this is who Dame is.
Yeah,
But wait, Dame is old. Like,
Next
if he-
season will be my decider on whether or not I think Dame is.
Yeah.
Same,
We have to
same.
wait for the season, but Dame is old. So
And
But
Curry.
Dame went
Even
from
if he
his
plays
best season
well
of his
this
career
season.
to like his worst.
His
Wait,
worst
how
of
old
his
is Dame now? Isn't he like
Like,
34?
he's like 34.
34.
Yeah. So even if he has a great
Dame
year,
coming
he's
back.
bound to-
We're saying he's
He's
old.
old.
Offensively,
Young's
offensively,
Dame is better.
offensively.
Trey's
Yeah,
better.
Trey Young, just offense.
Trae Young.
So
Trey's
defense,
better.
Trae Young
Trey,
for
yeah,
sure.
Trae
that's
Young.
cool.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Hallie.
Haley.
Whoa. That's scoring.
I think it might be Hallie. I think it might be.
Man,
Hallie.
remember Hallie pre-hamstring, man. Remember Hallie
Yeah, that is true.
You're
Okay.
right.
I don't care.
and when they
He
remember
was
Jayson
tearing the
Tatum
league up,
post
man.
All-Star break.
What,
Post
2020?
All-Star break.
How
No,
much
I'm
do I
talking
value a
this
guy's
Post All-Star break, he was shooting like 44%.
Post All-Star break
on pull-up
pre-playoffs?
threes.
Is that what you're telling me?
Hey, I'm just saying, yeah, pre-playoffs.
Yeah,
post
pre-playoffs.
All-Star
I mean,
break.
even like the
You know what?
last
I'll
5
take
games,
Tatum over Hallie. I'll take
shot
Tatum
those
over.
last 5 games.
You guys
for
think
All-Star.
Tatum's a better offensive player?
It's Halliburton. It's Halliburton.
It's Hallie. It's Hallie.
It's very close,
Hallie-
but
Uh,
current
it's
gen
cool.
has.
I don't think
worse.
I guess the self-creation is like moving the needle.
I just gotta see more from Hallie, man. I gotta see a little.
I don't know why you
don't-
guys. I think his in between.
Hallie
games
to me
the
is
baddest
like
thing.
it's like asking John Stockton versus Clyde Drexler. Like,
Stockton.
Stockton's a better offensive player than I think too.
That man went back to the 90s for that comparison.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I value a guy's passing if he can have like a 0-point game.
This feels like a
I
Nash
don't
versus
know.
Paul Pierce.
If you're creating
Nash is a
elite
better offensive
offense
player
for
than
your
Paul
team,
Pierce. What are we
even
talking
without scoring.
Yeah, that's what I'm
still,
saying.
Like, that's valuable, right?
Yeah, but Tatum is like very flexible as an offensive player as well. So it's close.
Okay,
but-
can we do it like this, Mars? Okay, would you say Tatum is closer to or is a top 20 offensive player or a top 20 defensive player?
I think he's both.
I think he's around the same range. To be
I
honest.
think he's borderline both. I think I'm more confident that he's a top 20 offensive player, but I think he's borderline both.
Yeah, I think his offense is better. Maybe
Okay,
I don't.
when I said Jayson Tatum is better on defense than offense, I think I should have said he's less flawed on defense than offense.
I can't.
And
name
that's
15
what I thought you was
better
going. That's what
Yeah,
I
I think I probably
That makes
should have said
sense.
that.
That makes
In terms of standing in the NBA, because like Herb Jones is better defensively than Jayson Tatum.
Right.
So
What
like
is
those type of
defensive
players are going to
consistency
be
players?
higher than
But
Jayson
that's
Tatum on
why-
defense. So like relative to the rest of the league, he's going to be below like the defensive specialists. Whereas offensively, he's going to be above. Like,
But that's why I asked Real Talk, what is Tatum's deficiencies on offense? And I was going to compare that to defense and be like, if he has more deficiencies on offense and defense, then there you go. But yeah, the conversation kind of got away from me.
But yeah, the relative to the league part is kind of what makes it for me offensive. Because relative to the league, he's going to be in the top 20 offensive player talks. Because like I said, even last year was like 27 on like 60 true shooting, and that production is still upper echelon, more so than his defensive play and value relative to the league.
How far are we going with this offensive thing? Is he a better offensive player than like Sengun?
yes,
For now,
He's
yeah.
definitely
he's not better. I don't think he's better offensively than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's
I
not.
agree.
Not at all.
Yo, D against the
I-
Celtics.
Is he better offensively than John Morant?
Yeah.
I think they're around the same.
He
tier.
had
Yeah, he is.
Jaw has real scoring concerns for me in the playoffs. I think.
Is he better than Kyrie?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
This
As a one, being a one, yes.
At this point, Kyrie, yes.
Because I didn't include Luka and Jokic for obvious reasons. I think he's better than this guy, but is he better than Ant?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
He better than Zion on offense?
Yes.
Yes.
Nah.
On offense, you don't think he's better than
Mars, I hope that Zion mid-range from this year wasn't moving you, man. That little close.
I've done like a full 180 on Zion.
Yeah, I was gonna say you 180.
I've done like
you were like Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
Okay, the real question
Zion
is
is your Luka for me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I've my opinions of Zion from like a year and a half ago to now, like completely different.
So
you were saying
about
Brandon
Zion
Ingram
at
was
the
like clear
five.
that nigga, bro.
Why your opinion changed that much?
I started valuing strength more. I don't know when I started.
After the playoff? It was after the
but like
playoff.
as an attribute, I started valuing.
It was for sure after this playoff.
I started valuing physical imposition, and Zion, like my negatives with Zion was like the one-dimensionality, the belief that you can game plan for someone who can only go left and isn't a threat outside of 3 feet, and all of the flaws he had. But then I just started watching him when I'm like, theoretically, yeah, he's gonna go left, and you know where he's going. But when he's just bigger, faster, and stronger than everyone, like
you
can't
stop him from going left.
You can't stop him from doing what he's doing anyway. So I'm like,
he does look unstoppable. He looks unstoppable.
So that's what changed my opinion of him.
I think that's why Ant's so good in the
I still think he has the same flaws I said a year and a half ago. I just don't think they mean as much as I used to think they mean.
Is he the
to Shaq?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Is he the close?
He's not a post player though. That's different. I don't know.
Nah, he's
Still.
like.
Is he still the again? So
I haven't seen anything like Zion.
He's a different type. Yeah,
he's Charles Barkley, maybe.
No, he's not. Charles Barkley was abusing a league.
He's not the same, I know, but like,
would he not just be like a Giannis, like a mini Giannis?
I'm just going based off the fact
he's like
how his game is predicated on his strength for real.
70% of his shots come in the paint.
Mars, do you think at his best he can be stronger than Giannis?
No, I think he has way better touch.
I think he's stronger than Giannis right now. I think he's stronger than Giannis right now.
I think he has better touch.
You think he's stronger than?
Yeah, I think he's stronger than Giannis. I just don't think he's
Giannis. Do you not remember him in Giannis' rookie year? Nigga ripped the ball straight out of his damn hand.
Giannis just has the aesthetics looking more strong, to be honest.
Yeah, and that might be a hot take. I genuinely believe Zion is pure aesthetics.
Yeah, Giannis just looks like a god.
That's not a hot take. Zion.
Yeah, but people see Giannis is built like he's built crazy, and Zion looks.
Niggas, Zion got that country boy streak.
It's not a hot take. No, it's not a hot take.
Giannis has own definition. Nigga, Zion.
I think Zion is one of the strongest players in the league.
Who are the top 5 strongest player in the league?
Zion and Steven Adams.
Is he the strongest in the league?
Give me Steven.
I'm not saying Steven Adams.
Still got it.
Outside of Steven Adams, who's up there?
LeBron, nigga? I guess.
Nigga, he's stronger than Bron.
Jokic is in that.
He's stronger than Jokic.
Joel is strong.
I don't know if he's stronger than Jokic, honestly.
I think he's stronger than Jokic.
I wouldn't go as far.
Bro, Jokic be moving folk out the way, bro.
So does Zion. I think he's stronger than Jokic, buddy.
People just be bouncing off of Zion, though. Like that's what's crazy. Like he'll be in the air. Like people
I think it's more explosive.
No, I remember that last game he played against the Lakers. He was just like moving AD a little bit out the air.
I think the best word to use for him is compact. Like his strength is so compact that once he pushes it in one area, you have to like be moved away from it. I mean, I don't know how to describe it as well, but
the sheer,
is he stronger than Sabonis?
Yes.
Yes.
Bro, Sabonis another bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
You saying yes a little too quick.
Them European bigs be kind of strong. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, Sabonis don't count as European, man. He's American.
Oh, no, he from Portland.
I know where Zion from. Zion from out here, man. That boy's strong for real. Come on, man.
Yeah, Zion is crazy. Zion is crazy.
End the discussion.
What do you guys think Lauri is offensive player?
Okay, before we move on from Tatum, I want to have.
What do you think Lauri is offensive player? I'm asking about
Lauri Markkanen.
That's what I was going to ask.
Markkanen. He's a good offensive player. I thought he's a really.
Give me Tatum.
I view Lauri as a complementary offensive player.
Yeah,
but like the perfect complementary offensive player.
Yeah,
I mean,
as close to perfect as possible.
You can
Tatum is also
argue Tatum's complimentary. Like,
you think he can
do more primary things? I think.
Is Jayson Tatum a better?
Okay.
I think that's rough.
Okay.
You want to try again?
Jayson Tatum got him, I think.
You want to try again, football?
And Tatum SUVs.
Is he a better offensive player than Siakam?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's not be disrespectful, game.
But back to Lauri Markkanen real quick, because I've asked this question. I just want to know like how people are gauging it. If I say he's a better shooter than Cat, is that crazy?
No.
Maybe.
It's not.
That nigga percentages are crazy
movement off the bounce.
Like,
because I've been watching Lauri Markkanen, and I swear he's the best 7-foot shooter I've ever seen.
Last
I don't know how tall Dirk is. I think Dirk is 6'11". If Dirk is 7 foot, I'm shutting up.
No, Dirk is
6'11".
Dirk is
Second best 7-foot shooter.
I think he's a better 3-point shooter than Dirk. I think he's a better 3-point shooter than Dirk.
Last 2 years, he has been shooting 63% and 64% true shooting.
Like that nigga's insane.
Lauri Markkanen as a shooter is ridiculous. But if Dirk is 7 feet, then he's the second best 7-foot shooter I've ever seen.
Yeah, Dirk 7 foot.
Okay, so yeah, he's second for me. Like he's I don't know what you're meant to do.
Elite.
You got a 7 foot coming off Carls and shooting 8 threes a game at 40%. I don't know what you're meant to do. So
what if
I'm really
KD 7 feet?
Oh, that bomb too. Okay, he's third. He's the third best 7-foot shooter I ever seen. He's the third best 7-foot shooter I ever seen. Okay, I don't think I forgot anyone.
By the way, it kept between KD and Dirk. If they're both 7 feet, you got 1 or 2.
KD.
Dirk.
I think KD's a better shooter than
KD.
Austin Crusher.
Huh.
I think KD does more off the bounce.
Who is the better
I think KD's like the best mid-range shooter ever. So
probably.
I agree.
I think he's a better pull-up shooter from 3 as well.
He's just a better 3-point shooter, to be honest.
Yeah, he's way better from 3 than Dirk. Dirk's better from the free throw line though.
Come on,
I think.
You think KD's hands down better than
you think or you know?
Hands down better than what?
Dirk in the mid range.
Yes. Oh, I didn't say hands down. I just said I think he's the best ever. I didn't say hands down. I'll have the conversation about Dirk, Mike, Kobe, Kawhi. In the mid range, yes. What?
Kawhi. In the words of Chilltown,
I'm just not putting Kawhi in the conversation to Dirk and
Chris Paul, Chris Paul is what I was thinking about. But I got KD number 1. But Dirk is very high on that list too, and I think I don't know why, but I think his mid-range game gets underrated. Like he should be in those all-time.
Oh no, he is.
KD has a higher free throw percentage than Dirk, by the way. So I'm just putting it out there.
Who has a high? KD has a higher free throw percentage.
Yeah, he does.
Damn, what about their peak seasons? Like their best stretch of years.
Okay.
Mars, who do you think?
I feel like Dirk was like 90% for multiple years.
Who do you think is a better 3-point shooter, Lauri or KD?
I mean, he was. This is kind of insane.
KD.
He was at 7 a game at 90%. What the fuck is this guy doing?
I'm telling you, man, Dirk be doing that. Did you say who's a better free throw shooter, Lauri or KD?
No, 3-point.
3-point. Said 3-point.
Oh, 3-point shooter.
Lauri's volume is way higher than KD's.
I think it's Lauri. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to bump KD's volume up, do you still have Lauri over him?
But I feel Lauri is more comfortable with the 3-point shot. And he has more varieties also.
I don't know about that, man. I mean, KD just walks in.
I don't know. I think I probably would go Lauri, but KD does generate more of his threes, even if it's not like a crazy amount. But Lauri's pretty much exclusively an off-ball shooter. But then KD, when he shoots pull-up threes, just isn't as efficient. So.
But I mean, he's not as good.
But Lauri's movement shooting ability is crazy, man.
It is, but I mean, KD this year, a lot of his threes were off movement too.
Okay, Mark.
I don't know, man. I guess I'll say KD to be safe.
Is Lauri better than Clay ever was?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Offensively or as a total player? Offensively, I think Lauri Markkanen is better than Klay Thompson.
I thought you were talking about it as a shooter. That's what I thought.
No, I'm talking about offensively as like
that might be a hot take again. Offensively, I think Lauri.
It's not a hot take.
In terms of shooting, how is that a debate?
It's not.
No one's having.
It has to be a full offense.
I didn't talk about
he asked that he's talking about shooting.
No, I'm not saying shooting.
But yeah, as an offensive player, I think Lauri's better.
Yeah, that was my question. Okay.
I actually think he's better off the ball too. But...
Are we still doing Tatum versus the world?
As a movement?
You think he's a better off-ball shooter than Klay?
No, I said off-ball player. I didn't say shooter. I said off-ball player.
Okay.
His ability is,
This nigga Lauri was 7 attempts on 41% this year. That's kind of crazy.
Lauri Markkanen is ridiculous. That's why I need Lauri Markkanen. I've been trying to get him to OKC. Like I'm trying to get him to go where he needs to
If
go.
they get him OKC
and Golden State thought keeping Podziemski is a good idea.
You seen Hartenstein putting up them threes in the club?
Bro, OKC's in the 1 seed. OKC's in the 1 seed.
I got a hot take about Isaiah Hartenstein. That nigga's about to have a fall off.
Denver about to be bottom 5. No,
that is
We've
my
seen
hot
that
take.
happen.
I mean, I think it depends what the expectations are for Hartenstein. If you don't think he's going to play as well as he did for the Knicks?
No.
Oh.
All he has to do is rebound and hit. Nah, he's gonna.
I mean, he's not the best defensive rebounder, and I get slept on.
Listen. I understand that he's going to be a guy that's going to be playing a limited role, and he should just. I mean, the bar shouldn't be set too high for him. My thing is, even though the bar isn't set high for him, I don't think he's going to reach that bar. I don't think he's going to live up to the expectations of replicate what you did for the Knicks. I think what he did for the Knicks was lightning in the bottle, and it was just one of those instances of right place, right time, and the system and players he was playing with. I think him playing for the Thunder and how they play ball and who those players are and how they're playing, it's just going to be different for him, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's a hot take.
That's not a hot take in my opinion, because
but I think he's going to have a follow-up. He's not going to play anywhere near where he should to be justified for the money he has, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's a good point, because
him
the
getting
Knicks
that
can,
much money can also be a contributing factor to that, because he got his bag. Maybe he's not that motivated.
Isn't that just like another Fred VanVleet or like a Dylan Brooks? Like their money's going to be off
Fred
the books
VanVleet.
No, I don't think it's
another 3-year contract he got.
Yeah, it's like a 3-year contract, so they can get him off the books like not too far along from now.
That's fine in terms of that aspect, but I don't think Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks performed under the bar, in my opinion.
Well, I also think like it's different for Lauri. He's competing. Well, not Lauri. I mean, iHeart. He's competing for a championship this year, most likely. So I think he's going to be held to a different bar than like the Rockets trying to make the playoffs.
True.
Honestly, I think the difference between New York and OKC, the biggest part, Brunson's just a better pick and roll player than Shea is. Shea's like he's never had an actual like role threat, to be honest, to a good screener. Like Chet's fine, but like I think if Shea can like unlock that pick and roll game with iHeart, I think he'll be fine, to be honest. Because I still think he's gonna be great defensively.
That's perfect for Shea, because Chet's not a screener. Like he's just not. Hartenstein is one of the better screeners in the league. You get Shea coming off DHOs or coming off pick and rolls, and you got Hartenstein in the middle of the floor with like the floaters and stuff. That can work, but then there's also the counter of Hartenstein's going to be in the middle of the floor, where that's where Shea's at his best. So do they conflict each other? But I think if it goes well, I think that's perfect, if I'm being honest. If it works. Now, there's a chance it doesn't. But
yeah, they're one of the worst rebounding teams in the league, and they got one of the best rebounders in the league. But the thing
he's one of the best offensive rebounders.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was playing on the best offensive rebounding team in the league, and they were the best offensive rebounding team in the league even without, like, before he started getting all these.
Because Mitchell Robinson be doing crazy things.
Yeah, but the thing is,
wasn't he get like 5 offensive
if both of them are doing the same thing, then maybe it's a coaching and play style thing.
He was getting 4 offensive rebounds in the fucking playoffs. What the fuck?
So we don't know for sure. Yeah, it's a risk.
But Hartenstein's never been a great defensive rebounder, though, ever. And that's the floor of OKC.
I feel like it's easier to get defensive rebounds than offensive rebounds, though.
But Hartenstein gets rebounds off like speed, agility, and like verticality.
It's not like
defensive like he's not defensive rebounding. Like he'll put a body on someone, but his explosiveness disappears without momentum.
Oh, like off the verge.
So like if he's not getting like a running start to get offensive rebounds and stuff, he kind of struggles a little bit, in my opinion. So that's why
it is weird.
So potentially against a Denver, he'd be pretty cooked if Jokic just keep getting offensive rebounds while he's.
Wouldn't they go double big then at that point?
I mean, they're gonna go Chet and Hartenstein. They're gonna have Chet, Roman, Hartenstein.
It's still primary. Jokic 1-on-1 with somebody though, so it's like he's.
But then you just gotta hope that like it's gonna be a team rebounding thing. You're gonna have to hope that Chet can come down and help secure the lead.
Oh yeah, I've seen OKC.
Because Isaiah Hartenstein's good. Isaiah Hartenstein's good at boxing out. If he can. Now boxing out Jokic.
They will be fine as long as Jokic is passing, because he will be passing to Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
Oh, to shoot over the whole OKC team.
Respect MPJ, please.
No, fuck that.
But yeah, that's I'm high on Hartenstein though, so yeah.
It is weird that his offensive rebounding and defensive rebounds are like similar in the playoffs. That's kind of.
That's why I always try to separate like offensive and defensive rebounding because like some great offensive rebounders aren't great defensive rebounders.
It's crazy because Jokic is good at both.
All right, let's not glaze that.
That's the issue I have with like when we talk about like defenders and like someone's a great perimeter defender. People just act like they're great at every aspect of perimeter defense, and that just be throwing me off. Like, I hate when someone's a great defender, we just act like they have no defensive flaws. Like, I think guys can have flaws and still be great at that aspect. But that's a whole.
Who are the players do you think benefits from that the most?
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort's a good one. Anthony Edwards.
Jaylen Brown before this year.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels is a sleeper one because I don't like that nigga's screen navigation sometimes.
Yeah, you talk about his screen navigation a lot,
I liked his screen navigation the whole year up until that Dallas series. That was the one series he couldn't get through screens. So
I don't think he's that strong either. Was the problem?
I don't know if I'm.
Hey man, he didn't want to chase Luka around the whole game, man.
Yeah, because like his screen navigation for the last 2 years has been borderline about as close to elite as possible. And then that one series against Dallas, he can't get through a screen. So I don't
like his strength either, to be honest with you.
He just didn't want to guard Luka, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his strength. I'm not a big fan. Like the only like perimeter defender who I genuinely think has close to no flaws.
Herb Jones.
Herb Jones is the only one who I think has close to no flaws.
OG?
Okay, OG's a good one.
OG is a great one.
Yeah, OG guards.
But like even like Derrick White, I don't think is a great point of attack defender. I don't think he's great. I think he's cool.
I think he gambles.
Caruso, I think is a bit too susceptible to quickness. On the perimeter.
What are Drew's fault?
He saw Jalen Green guarding him.
He's old. Drew's fault.
I just think Drew just wasn't that great in the regular season defensively. If I'm being honest, like just
you think that was because of motor mostly?
You think he elevated in the playoffs?
Some of his consistency, but in terms of like his physical ability. I'd start getting into things like outside rim protection.
Yeah, Tatum's boss is best defender after hearing all this.
Jalen Suggs' weakness as a defender.
Jalen Suggs.
I think I view Jalen Suggs as more of like I don't want to call him a pest, but like
he's an energy guy.
That's why I view him as more of like he's going to pick up 94 feet.
His screen navigation is crazy.
He's going to hound you in the backcourt.
Mars, like, what about Lonzo?
Mars called him tall.
He's flawless.
Tall
He's
Jose Alvarado.
A spectacular defender, nigga.
Jose Alvarado is just a fake defender. I'm sorry.
Jose Alvarado.
Jalen Suggs is tall Jose Alvarado.
Jalen Suggs is far superior to Jose Alvarado, but like they're in like the same archetype. Like Jose Alvarado might be like Anthony Bennett of Jalen Suggs. Like that's what they are. But
sometimes I just get flashbacks of great defenders. Like I just got a flashback of Jonathan Isaac playing defense. Lord have mercy.
Oh my god!
How do you guys feel about Anthony Black's defense?
He's got like the floor of like being able to guard like the quicker guards on the islands. Like he's not great at that. I mean, but like another flawless defender, like Kawhi Leonard was pretty close to flawless in his peak.
Yeah, it was great.
Paul George, I think, was pretty close to flawless. Yeah. Andre Kirilenko, I think, was pretty close to flawless.
Kirilenko? Okay, yes. I guess.
Jason Kidd, I think, was pretty close to flawless.
Iguodala.
Iggy was pretty close to flawless.
Yeah.
I think Draymond was pretty close to flawless.
Draymond, I think, is flawless. I don't think
there is no weakness for Draymond Green, except maybe
Draymond Green has no weakness on defense.
One-on-one against big players.
Draymond at his peak was a flawless defender for sure.
Yeah.
LaMarcus Aldridge was cooking. His flaw is guarding DeMarcus Aldridge. That's his.
I think Sean Marion was also borderline flawless defender as well.
Is he? Maybe. That's a good one actually. That's better.
Yeah,
would you say
they didn't run pick and roll as much back then. So like the one thing I would have issue with was like his ability to like get through screens and like his pick and roll defense, but like that wasn't really a problem. Kind of big flawless on defense. I think peak Anthony Davis was flawless on defense. like 2018.
What was peak? What was peak Hakeem's?
You don't think that nigga had? I love AD, but like you don't think he had like strength issues? Like
you think players? Garnett has a
because the time in which I picked his peak 18 to 20, I just don't think there was many people who could take advantage of it.
Do you think peak Garnett has flaws?
I mean, his floor was shot.
Do you think Chicago Bulls
the physically imposing bigs?
Chicago Bulls Jimmy Butler.
Chicago Bulls Jimmy Butler was close to.
And Dirk Nowitzki could have got that.
Like Chicago was a demon, man.
The Knicks struggled against most Jimmy, like Miller.
Chicago Jimmy Butler was the LeBron stopper.
That's physically imposing. Like Garnett struggled against those who were physically imposing.
Yeah, and they, like anyone who was big enough while also being quick enough and having a jump shot.
Dirk Nowitzki. No, yeah, the physically imposing players on Dirk. That's what he struggled with. The physically imposing players on Dirk.
What about Tim Duncan? What about Tim Duncan?
Duncan just wasn't the best on the outside. Like he was exclusively a drop big, but he was very good in drop. But on the outside,
was Kirilenko that good on the outside though? I don't remember him.
I think Kirilenko was really good on the outside. Like I don't think it was a flaw, but I don't think.
I mean, for Tim Duncan, I don't think it's a flaw. I mean, are they that far? Like, I don't think Kirilenko is that much better.
Because you just didn't see that much, to be honest.
I don't think Kirilenko is that much better than Duncan.
I can understand that, but I think like we gotta end the show. But I think it might be another potential hot take. I think Patrick Ewing was better defending on the perimeter than Hakeem was. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Yeah, he moved his feet better out there for sure. I will say that
before like the knee injuries, but I genuinely think Ewing was better.
I mean, Hakeem was block hunting, so we know that. So
that might be a hot take because once again, Hakeem's viewed as like the best defender of the modern era. So if
he has the greatest PR out of anybody outside of Derrick Rose, obviously.
But that's just my thoughts.
Derrick Rose doesn't have great PR, bro.
Come on, man.
Well, we got to end the show, man. We got to end the show. Open gym is over. Do you want to announce what the draft is for tomorrow?
You have to be great in order to get great PR.
Yeah, tell us what the draft will be because I'll miss it.
Okay, boom. The draft tomorrow is gonna be all-time NBA bust draft. Therefore, you are putting together essentially the worst team imaginable from draft picks picked before the 11th pick. So only picks 1 through 11 in the draft count. You can't go. You can't go.
Why 11 or not?
Because nigga, that's why.
Some 11th pick that he wants. Some 11th pick that he
I ain't gonna lie. No. I swear to you, I just thought of an arbitrary random number in my head and I just came up with 11 because I know if you're trying to put together a bad team, niggas gonna look at drafts and just pick some unknown nigga that was picked 28th. I'm like, no, fuck that. So out of the top 11, I didn't think of 10. It's right there, but outside of 11, because I said it's already set in stone.
Are we starting from like the last year's draft or like? How are you gonna
draft the bus?
I'm talking about the year before.
Damn, you calling Zach a
bus?
You
can draft Scoot. That's crazy.
I like Scoot. Like, can I draft Scoot?
When was the first NBA draft?
Wow. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. We're not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, Dom. I know this is your draft. We are not doing anything pre 1970. I'm sorry. We're not.
Can I draft?
I'm not hearing. Oh well, this guy was the 4th pick in 1949. Like I'm.
Man,
no.
Kept it till 1980, man. After 1980.
Lucky for you, Mars, I'm not gonna be there, so that's
Domo,
not gonna be.
Domo, do after 1980, then it will be easier.
You want to do 1980?
I was gonna say when was the NBA ABA merger?
77.
So 77 onward.
Okay, post merger. Okay, that's the draft tomorrow. Draft busts post merger, picked 11th and above. Nice.
Yep. Isn't 14 lottery? I guess.
Before we get out of here, Breezy said Lauri to the Mavs in 2026. Athletic Dirk saving us. Dirk was athletic. Just watch early 2000s.
Man, that front court would be crazy. Lively and
Smooth Tube said TK is Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's excellent PR, right? That's excellent PR.
And then Exclusive Excellence says, are you caping for a woman beater when you was caping for KPJ?
Both criminals is crazy.
Hey, man, 27 days, 27 nights, man. That's all I got to say.
And then once again, shout out to Arch3 for the $500 super chat. Shout out to Art, Open Gym Legend, just for that super chat. But we will see you guys tomorrow for the draft. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of those good things.
Hornets making out the first round.